All right, guys, we're the Saiyan Society. You have myself, Jachik, Jagad, and Jasmine.
Justin.
Justin?
Yeah, I call him Justin.
And this is our weekly
Yeah,
anime
dude.
and manga discussion. Episode 24. So a lot of things were on break last week, so we didn't really have like a full episode. So we're kind of taking things from last week and this week and putting it together to make this episode.
Yeah. Let's start out with some One Piece. 1071.
No,
Yeah, One Piece had a decent amount of stuff happen.
a lot.
And
Yeah.
did you guys reread it after the initial scans?
Yeah.
Okay. There wasn't too much. I didn't see a difference really.
No, but I think did you guys I don't know, you guys read Jujutsu Kaisen obviously?
Yeah.
I think there was a difference in the
I didn't
The
read
scans.
Jujutsu the first time.
okay.
Yeah, I waited just read it just now.
Yeah, but getting into the chapter, there's no cover page, eh?
Yeah, that's something I noticed too.
Yeah. So maybe because it's not official, still maybe
no,
we'll see it
that
on
came
Monday.
out a week ago.
Yeah,
One
but
Piece
we'll
came
see
out a
like an
week ago.
official drop on Monday, right?
No,
So-
No,
the officials dropped
The
today,
officials
bro.
dropped. Yeah,
So then why is it? Just
I
random,
think
no
it's
cover
I
page?
think it's just because
They-
Because
They
it
cut-
wasn't the name.
There
of
was,
it.
I guess there was because
he had
they
a-
did
he
a
had a
color
color spread.
page. Yeah.
Right, but the name of it was like Our Savior or something. If you
I
scroll down.
I just saw it was like a blank page with One
No,
Piece on it,
in
right?
one of them in between it says the title, right? What's the title?
The hero deploys.
The hero deploys, as in like, I guess Kuma's the hero
Or Garp.
or Garp. That's true, or Garp.
It's Garp.
I thought it was Kuma, bro. Honestly, because of how he came in, like flying in, like a superhero.
Came in like
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so he lands on a town at the Red Line.
Yeah, it's a random place. They didn't really
Yeah.
say anything.
But I think it's because he's now this is what like doesn't make sense, right? So I think he pulled up there to the Red Line to go to like marry Joao
Like get back there.
and like fight someone.
Maybe it's in his pro because he's a slave to them now. Maybe
right,
he needs.
but he didn't
has
start
like a,
reacting until the
until they-
events were happening on Egghead, right?
I mean, to be fair, we didn't really see what was happening because
Yeah.
like Wano stuff happened.
Right.
But it could have just been like a failsafe in his coding or whatever
Yeah.
they did.
No, because do you
Where
think?
like if he tries to leave
Yeah.
Mary Joyce, like he wants to go back and he'll do anything he can to go back.
Or do you think that he was actually trying to get to like Egghead?
Well, that's what we initially thought.
No, like he still was trying to get to Egghead,
Yeah,
but he just hit a wall,
that's right.
and that just stopped him.
Well, I don't know how his powers work. I mean, technically,
Because he
yeah.
wasn't flying high; he was like pretty much sea level.
Yeah, like I
Normally,
guess,
like I guess
technically.
I don't know how it works, but
Yeah.
if the island was on
Because
the
he's
other side of the red
flying,
line,
he doesn't just teleport. He, like,
if he was
sends you flying.
so if he was on the other side of the red line and he had to get to the other side, maybe he just like messed up his calculations and hit the wall. But then
Yeah.
it's kind of weird though that they just saved him from there and now he's back there. Like
Mhm.
all that effort for what?
Well, I think it just goes to show like what he's gone through. Like even like it's even worse than we expected.
Yeah, like he's even more
Right.
messed up.
Yeah.
I guess.
And then we also had Bonnie come in this chapter, Emilio,
Save my dad. or
Vegapunk.
whatever.
Like, can you even turn him back? And
Yeah.
he's like,
And yeah, he
technically
says
no.
no.
Yeah.
But he says that there's a good reason for it.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Kuma is still a special race, right? They still haven't talked about what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know he's something special.
And also we know that they go way back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like going back to when we were talking about how, like Kuma did it for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I was assuming that Frankie would be able to be the one
To like revert
to
him.
reverse Kuma. Yeah.
And it still kind of holds up. That's something that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the Straw Hats basically come back together,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yo, that one section where, cause you have Rob Lucci and Kaku, right?
yeah,
And they're kind of like, yo, the shield went down.
Yeah.
it was like this is kind of convenient, or like
Yeah, like the gods working against you.
Yeah,
Vegapunk.
but it's
yeah.
like
he was like, is this a
if,
trap?
like even just
Like,
reading it, it kind of just like, yo, like, why did it just randomly
yeah,
like just shut down and get like turn back? Besides to like push the story forward and get them in it, like I was like, man, like they could have done it better.
No,
Yeah.
Like
there's someone who didn't react properly.
Yeah, who?
Stussy reacted like just like like
So yeah, because that's what I was gonna bring up. Like either Oda like didn't know how to write it in properly, which obviously like doesn't make sense.
yeah.
Because normally he has a way to do it. Like he wouldn't just be like, oh yeah, it just happened.
Yeah.
So then I was like, maybe there's like something we're gonna see later on where somebody tripped up the shit
Yeah.
for them to actually be able to make it in. Because even when like Vegapunk was reacting, like, oh, like how did it happen? Like we don't know.
Yeah, like somebody
Yeah.
was in the control room or like
Or
did
did
some shit, right?
something. Yeah.
Yeah, so like and like Stussy's reaction wasn't on par with there. She was just kind of like, oh, whatever.
I guess, but you could also say that like Rob Lucci and Kaku, like Kaku's more I guess you could say rash, and he just wants to go, like he's like, let's take this chance, let's go.
Yeah.
And then even Rob Lucci was like, he has beef with Luffy from before, so he was like, let's take this opportunity.
That beef is so big he doesn't even consider Luffy an emperor. He's like, yo,
he literally just got washed. And he was like, no, I didn't.
Yeah. Like he's not an emperor. I don't think.
No, like he beat his shit so hard he forgot. He got wrong.
Crazy. Yeah, I mean.
But yeah, then we see Kaku.
Yeah, Kaku.
Yeah, and
I know.
We were talking about this like before.
And he pulls up and he's like,
have the rematch with Zoro.
Just let him.
Just let
him
me
go.
just let me go off,
bro.
bro.
He has a
He has a hard on for this.
He has a whole paragraph
Yeah,
at the
sorry.
bottom of our document that says, "Do not read."
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Your thing.
So basically, Kaku shows up and he tries to destroy the Thousand Sunny. And what's like I find cool about this is when Kaku first shows up in the anime or manga, he's introduced as somebody to repair the Going Merry. Whereas now the second time he's introduced as somebody who's like attempting to destroy a ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then he interrupts somebody's nap, and it's motherfucking Zoro.
Word.
Yeah. That's what
Hold
I'm
on.
saying.
I don't see no Zoro scars on this Kaido figure.
Oh, word.
Oh shit.
It's okay, bro, because they're on your soul, because you need to bring shit up like that all the time. The scars are on your soul, right?
Okay. Sure.
As long as they're not on your back, right?
Shit.
It's a Zoro shirt, if you guys are wondering. It says scars.
Nobody was wondering. Bro.
Aight, bro.
Nobody was wondering.
I'm going to stand up and show them.
Nobody was wondering.
Yeah, so then I don't know what happened after that. What happened
He
after that?
doesn't even.
I don't even remember the rest.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the
His
rest.
mind,
after.
yo,
I don't even remember
he
the
got up to
rest
that
after.
point.
And I was like, yo,
He
this is
got
okay.
up, did some jumping jacks, some push-ups, and he was just like, you know what, like, that's it, bro. The chapter's goaded. That's all I needed. Like, and just walked away. He just walked away from the screen. Went to sleep. Had a
He
good
forgot
night's
his
sleep.
own notes, bro. He got so excited.
Yeah. He's like, I'm dreaming about this tonight.
So before the whole Zoro stuff, right? When Kuma shows up to the red port or whatever he's at,
Yeah.
he says something along the line, or like people are whoever there are like, oh, he's like they say something about Kuma being like a weapon against humanity, or like he has no humanity. It was something along those lines.
He has no humanity left. Cause
They said
but
something like that, like he's like a terror or something, right? And it was kind of interesting to see that like Kuma, who was turned into this monster, was turned into that by people who they worship, who also have no humanity. Yeah. That was a really cool thing that I kind of noticed. But yeah, everything else was just the person who could have been inside the lab.
Yeah.
That like infiltrated it. Do you think you guys think it's Bluno?
That makes sense.
Yeah, because then
That makes
that's
sense.
why they're like, oh, we don't know how he got in here and how he got out of
film
here.
Red relevance.
Yeah.
Yo, somehow, some way, every other podcast or something,
just film Red.
we find a way to bring Film Red back up.
Because again, like, I mean, because we did shit on the movie, but like,
So
we need to find some type of saving grace for the movie.
there is none, bro.
I mean, things have been coming up. Things have been coming
That doesn't make it like the movie better.
a little bit though.
But yeah.
Not as like a little bit.
So just the rest of my notes are just how about like Zoro was half asleep and he blocked that from Kaku. So
You're whack.
Yo, by the way, if you didn't know, he blocked
You're
out when he was
whack.
half asleep, bro.
Yeah. Damn.
Zoro's like his both eyes were closed,
That's
actually,
true.
not just one.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, like, Zoro wasn't even using swords. It was his hands.
Yeah.
It was his hands. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, this is crazy. Yeah, so they're about to leave. They're like, where'd Vegapunk go? Like the real one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see Bonnie's just chasing him, like you already said. And then we move on to like Garp.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What happened?
Um,
What was it? What happened?
Vegapunk, I think is Lilith, was like, yo, let's
She wants to fight.
She
Yeah,
let's
I
fight
mean,
everyone.
Yeah,
She's been in that energy.
They had their conversations.
But then like they're like, oh, we have an ally on the island.
Yeah.
And so
and the guy picks up the snail, and he's
they're like, oh yeah, we don't want to drag them in. But yeah, so then he calls whoever he is.
Yeah. So who do you think that is?
Mush mush. I think it's Saul.
Really?
Yeah. Because his line was like, yo, I've been preparing for this.
Yeah.
Right? And so I think it's actually
It could be Saul.
Because that makes the most sense, bro.
It does make the most sense.
He was, he was there when, like, the books, like, were saved. So
And,
he's aware of the world government and, like, what they want to do.
And, like, where is he supposed to survive?
No, exactly. And, like, the fact that he had, like, the books means he had the knowledge. And he's aware that the world government's going to kill anyone who has this knowledge. Vegapunk has this knowledge, so he's like, yo, I was prepared since then to help you. And then also, it segues into what happens in the rest of the chapter.
No, because
with Kid.
No, I think it's two opposing things.
What do you mean?
Because with Kid and his group, like, you know, they're stepping onto Elbaf, right?
Yeah.
But, or I guess it's not opposing, but it's more so opposing that theory where Kid was like, we should go after the man marked in flames.
Yeah.
People were saying that they think it's Saul.
Yeah, I know.
And if Saul's not on Elbaf, then like it doesn't really go into that theory.
No, but that's not you. That has no relevance to what I was just saying.
What I was saying.
You just kind of came out of nowhere and were like,
so how is it the same thing?
No, I'm saying it ties into that because they're probably gonna meet up with Saul and run from Egghead to Elbaf.
Oh. I don't know what you're saying.
You weren't even listening to what I was saying, bro. There's a guy who just like...
I thought you... like, oh, the man marked in flames? That's Saul, bro.
No, because I remember I think you had also brought it up.
Yeah, that Saul could potentially be the man marked in flames. Like, the reason why people think he's the man marked in flames is because he was frozen and, like, supposedly it was only his skin that got frozen, but the freezing left burn marks.
Yeah.
Right?
Because ice can do that once.
And the thing is, it would be like a kind of like it's like a misnomer. Like it's like you'd think it'd be someone marked by actual flames, but it's somebody actually marked by ice. Yeah, that way like Oda's like tricking you, right? Mm-hmm. So
yeah, but I feel like this chapter kind of throws that out though. If it goes that way, where Saul's actually on Egghead. Yeah, because like I mean I've also been like just thinking about how, because why would Kid know about Saul
in
to begin with?
Yeah, like that he's
so
alive.
that it doesn't make sense for him to even say it. Mm-hmm. And then, but yeah,
I mean, we don't know. So like, we don't know the extent of Kid's crew, like who they know and who they are. Yeah, like, what if one of them's half giant?
What's the relevance with like what Kid wants to achieve and like why he's going after Saul? Is what I'm like.
The man marked in flames post Wano was the person who had like the answer for the next point.
The information and shit.
That's why they were even going after him. So that aligns with him trying to be Pirate King.
Okay. Like if Saul has the poneglyph,
or he has information to the poneglyph. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's what it was.
Kid's also behind. He only has 2 poneglyphs. He doesn't have 3.
Yeah.
Somehow he's at Elbaf before anybody.
Yeah. And then
isn't Elbaf's also Shanks' territory, right?
No, we just assumed that.
We just assumed that.
That was the whole theory that we just thought Luffy guys would go to Elbaf and Shanks guys are gonna be there.
Clash again.
Because it would have been a great training arc for like the whole crew.
No, it would have. Yeah.
Especially and with Usopp seeing his dad and like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Damn, you think it's Saul? Huh?
Yeah. Who'd you guys think it was?
I honestly was just. I was thinking about it. Like
you just glossed over it. You were like,
no, I didn't gloss over it like that. I was just like,
I was just wondering who it could be, but I was like, maybe Kizaru, but no, like they wouldn't have done it like that. Like it's gotta be. I thought it would be somebody like.
You guys think it's Aokiji?
Somebody we forgot about.
Saul is somebody we forgot about.
Yeah, exactly. So when you said Saul, like it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because like where else would he go after this?
Yeah, no.
And they had just referenced him like earlier.
Exactly.
So it makes sense.
Exactly.
But then but I don't think he's the guy marked in flames.
Or I was thinking it could be like somebody else from the Revolutionary Army that's been stationed on like Egghead.
Yeah. It's Sabo, bro. His return.
Okay, actually, wait, hold on, because the way that they were like,
but like
they were kind of like they were kind of like just referencing like use him for emergencies only, because like kind of like his cover would be blown
exactly. So that's what I was thinking. Like it could be like a revolutionary.
If he's just hiding on the island.
Yeah.
For mad long, could be because that makes sense because like with Vegapunk and Dragon, like the connection and like trying to get information back and forth.
No, exactly. And there was like a theory I had read, no, it wasn't like any sort of credible theory. It was just like, oh, what if it's this person? Person was saying if it was what's his name, Scapper Goblin? What's his name?
Are you talking about the guy on Shanks' crew?
Not Shanks' crew. Is he on the card? Is he Shanks'
crew?
You're
talking about the guy from Rogers'
He's
crew.
from Rogers' crew.
Rogers' crew.
Right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about with the glasses?
Yeah.
Copper. I just know it's copper because, you know, silver, gold, you know, copper or whatever. Yeah, so people are saying, what if it's him who's on Egghead?
That's so yeah.
Like another member of Rogers' crew. Like, that'd be dope to see.
I think, fuck. That's actually
because that's what
so
because that's what we've been seeing, right? Like Wano introduced Odin, who was another member, so now Egghead could be introducing another member.
I think that'd be cool if it was him.
Yeah.
Because it'd be nice because just we don't have anything about him. He just looks
nothing.
cool. Cool ass design.
Cool. Yeah, we don't
cool ass design.
Yeah,
don't know anything about this guy.
You know, Devil Fruit. We don't know.
Yeah, I definitely think it'd be somebody from pre-time skip, or it has to be somebody that like we haven't like they've mentioned maybe, but we haven't actually seen him like do anything.
Yeah. Like
something like that, because I just don't hope it's like.
I think it's gonna be a revolutionary though. That makes the most sense.
Yeah, that does make the most sense.
And if Saul's a member of the Revolutionary Army,
it could even be like a sleeper agent, like in the Revolutionary Army, but he was in the like acting as a Marine. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like somebody who infiltrated the Marines.
Yeah.
As like a revolutionary.
Yeah. Because we
like
have
the opposite of Drake.
Yeah.
But who would that be though? Like who?
I don't know, and it'd just be like
Smoker.
And it could be some. Probably not Smoker. But probably not Smoker.
No, because we haven't seen but like we haven't seen Smoker in a while.
Yeah.
And like
maybe he's like
because he could have switched sides
after the whole Punk Hazard thing.
Yeah.
And like Dressrosa, like
exactly,
maybe who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah,
because he was you think after fucking Doflamingo just fucking murks you out like that and just dominates you, you're
but
like,
again,
that's okay, guys.
But then pacing wise, it's like who like. You know, like the time frame from Dressrosa to now, it's not that
much. Yeah, I
feel like it has to be somebody that was introduced like pre-time skip.
You know the scissor guy?
Yeah.
From Impel Down?
Yeah, Ivanka's like
his boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that guy. Could be him. Yeah. I
He's
forgot his name, but that guy was dope. His character design, awesome.
I don't think it's
Edward Scissorhands.
I don't think it'd be him. But yeah, no, that's a thing to think about, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like, how could they help him in that situation too? Because they'd have to be strong enough
to get them out. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's the thing.
Not even just to get them out. Because when Vegapunk was talking about it, he's like, okay, like, because it's clutch that this guy answered.
Yeah.
Like all we have to worry about now is CP0.
Yeah.
And that's where like Luffy's crew is, and then like now we can just escape with Luffy guys.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like whoever this person is can handle like everything else that's about.
Well, they don't even know what's coming.
Okay, so
he doesn't know he's
so then they can handle the Seraphims essentially,
possibly.
Right?
Possibly.
That's what he was getting at, that they can handle the 3 Seraphims.
Yeah,
just one person.
Or now this is coming out of left field. What if it's Kuma?
No, I don't think he'd be able to pick up the thing and be like mush.
No. Because the Kuma that we've been seeing, that's Kuma's body.
You're saying Kuma's mind?
Was because if Vegapunk was able to split his body, like the awakening of the brain fruit, what if you can split your brain from your body and you put Kuma in another?
That kind of goes into the whole devil fruit thing, because why does Kuma still have his devil fruit powers? Like his body still has his fruit powers.
Yeah.
And it's not staying with like
his brain.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's in like the way they kind of talked about it is like merges with your body because it's your blood, right?
Yeah. Okay,
so
yeah. But like, would Kuma even be helpful?
He could have a new body. Like again, mass production of these devil fruits is now a thing.
Yeah.
So he could have all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's true. It could be him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I don't know.
That's like too much Kuma. Like 3 Kumas.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Because I'd rather just have Kuma be like this dysfunctional thing that doesn't have.
That's why I said
any
it's out
humanity.
of left field, bro.
Yeah.
You just gotta put some shit out there. You know, just think outside the box a little bit.
Yeah.
You'll hop out the box.
I was really hoping, and I know you guys are gonna say it's not true. I was really hoping it's Bonkley.
Yo, what the fuck?
Anywhere he can.
What the fuck, bro?
Anywhere he can come back, bro.
Shove him in,
bro. He's a motherfucking goat. He's a motherfucking
goat.
Man.
Just make a chapter cover of him, please.
Just, yo.
I think Joshua will be satisfied.
Dude, he's the fucking goat, bro. Yeah, moving on to the chapter.
Yeah.
Well, then we have Garp pull up, and he's like, "Yo, Helmeppo, come outside. We gotta go grab save Kobe."
Yeah.
And they gotta go to some island. I forgot the name of it.
Hochi no Suke or whatever. Hochi.
Was that the name? I thought it said like Leland or some
it's
shit.
Beehive. Like it's the Beehive. That's Blackbeard's home base.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Like it's
no.
the Beehive.
I think the name that he used for the island. It seems like that's the island where Law and Blackbeard might have been having their fight.
No.
Because that was another thing where
No.
people were saying that like having Garp show up with like and Law being there as well.
No, it's the name is the name of his base.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
word. No, you are right. Because
What?
the last time we saw Blackbeard was in the law fight.
No, 100% it
Yeah.
was. But then,
So-
but like the
Well, we don't know how
name-
long it's gonna take for Garp to get there.
And
all,
he
like,
does. How does he know they're fighting there, bro?
I mean, I don't know. It's Marines.
Pull up the
man.
chapter. It literally says like that.
Actually,
Like,
actually,
yeah.
let me
It
pull it up.
says the Beehive. Like
Does
it's
it?
Hachi something, bro.
I thought it started with an L.
Nah,
Maybe I'm
bro.
tripping.
Zoom in right there. That panel.
What does it say?
Over there. Right there. Where does it say somewhere? What is that?
Flalid.
That was
Okay.
not in the version that I read.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like that.
This is the official.
Yeah.
This is
that's
the
what I read.
official?
That's what I read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not read the official.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like that. It doesn't even sound close to Blackbeard's home
That's
base.
true. That's true.
So that
So then you think he's pulling up on where they're fighting?
on a yeah.
Could
Because
be
like what
very
other
possible.
island
So
would Blackbeard or like does Blackbeard have multiple islands
yeah.
and he's
So,
like,
like,
and
the
he
girl-
holds his prisoners in one island? Like, I
Before
don't
we
know.
get into the whole this whole discussion, because I know it's gonna be a thing, that girl doll,
Yeah.
right?
The one next to Helmeppo.
Well, she was the one who like answered the phone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She has like spots on her arm.
Okay. Delfruit.
I think she's like
That's
Zoan
fine.
type Delfru, like
Okay.
specifically like a Dalmatian or something, which is why she has the collar.
That's
Some
fair.
some dog shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh.
Like not all men are dogs, you know, like on some like reverse shit. But yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Woo, woo.
Who let the dogs out? Wait, let me get him out.
bro.
Wait,
so-
wait, hold on, hold on. Put him away.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So Garp
Yeah, dude.
pulling up on Blackbeard.
That's
Can
what I
you-
was saying, bro.
Can you imagine if
That's
he
what
does
I was
pull
saying,
up?
I know
bro.
you
Like,
said that.
I
You
called
had
that
been
here
said
first.
that. You had
But-
been said that.
Yo,
Say it with your chest, bro.
Yo,
You
that-
say, and no,
yeah.
what did you say? Say the
Bro.
say the line.
What?
You know the line.
Heard it here first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, you guys
Exactly,
did, bro. Fucking
Exactly.
finally. Yo, because one thing, somebody has to die for Luffy.
So then
And
that's
also,
I'm getting that on
Garp.
this knee, right?
yeah. And also, Garp's the type to, it's such a big, I guess, parallel
Yeah.
to when Ace died, he
Didn't.
stopped himself because he
Yeah.
was like, it's the duty of a Marine.
Yeah. So he didn't help him.
But now he's in a
it's-
position where, like,
It's the duty of a Marine.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
He, like, even though if he, like, with, like, when it comes to, like, sword and stuff,
don't you find
whatever.
it funny though that like this whole time like when Garp pulls up they're like, yo, go to like Egghead and shit, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like he's like, nah, I want to go save Colby, right?
Yeah.
And it just
Yeah.
like their priorities are
well,
so
because he's
different.
because I mean,
like it's so
Yeah.
weird, right?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Marines how they act.
it's
Yeah.
like with
Well, I think
because with
Garp.
Garp he has that sense of duty
Mhm.
Yeah.
where because Ace and Luffy chose to be a pirate,
Yeah.
he can't do anything to save them,
Yeah.
and that's like something, and like it's regardless of how he feels, like he can't do anything.
Yeah.
But like Kobe is a Marine that like a protege that he
No,
built up.
I,
as,
I
like, a-
mean the Marines in general. I'm not talking about
Oh, yeah.
Garp. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the Marines. Like their priorities was like go fuck up Luffy.
Yeah.
But like
yeah,
but like when realistically it should have been go get your own.
yeah.
So the thing is,
They
no,
don't-
that's true.
It's
100%.
yeah, they don't
100%.
care about
It
their
should
own
have
like
been like that.
They don't care
Yeah.
about their own.
And like
that.
Kobe's a member of Sword,
'Cause-
no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the point I wanted to get to was, so I don't like I had a conversation with somebody else, but we were talking about how like that whole abolishing of the warlord system, right? Was that an act carried out by Sword? Like when they pulled up on Hancock and pulled up on Mihawk and stuff, was that Sword pulling up on them, or was that just like the Marines in general?
They sent a sword to pull up on the greatest swordsman. That's hilarious. And like nobody notable pulled up on Mihawk.
Yeah,
Like-
but that's what I mean. Like, was abolishing the warlord thing something that Sword had enacted? Because like, what
no,
type
dude,
of
because I think
what
that,
type of agency or what type of thing is Sword
no, but
compared
okay,
to like
so,
CP0?
so
and
yeah, like again, Sword from what we think is like, it's the Marines or the world government's like offensive front, right? They
Yeah.
use it to attack anything. They
yeah,
think
and
is
get
an
shit
issue,
done.
right?
Mm.
I mean, not
In a way.
In a way, right?
Yeah.
So like the whole reason the warlords got abolished is because of the seraphims.
Yeah.
Right?
So
but the pacifista fall under.
The other thing though is also
Sentamaru, right? So then
the meeting that happened in
the Reverie.
Yeah, the Reverie.
Yeah.
They were the ones saying that you have to abolish the warlord system.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's kind of weird because they said that, but we all know that like their word means nothing because Imu-sama's the one. And he went along with it.
Yeah,
and probably just because it lined up with the seraphims,
right?
The
seraphims, yeah.
Yeah, but like, I mean, this is kind of going beyond the chapter, but it was kind of just like, who do you think the leader of Sword is?
Akainu.
That's what you think? Yeah. Because the way I was thinking about it is like it could be one of the admirals. Like I don't think it's Garp, and because like just to kind of bring it into the chapter is like Garp saving Kobe is like an act that he's doing on his own.
Yeah.
And it's because the reason why he can do that is because he's a vice admiral. He never moved up, right?
Well, no, I think it's because he's just Garp too. Like Garp doesn't give a fuck. He does whatever he does.
But he did make a note of it back in like Marine for that. Like the reason why he never moved up is so he actually still has like some
free will,
leeway.
Because they're too tight on the leash there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then like,
which is kind of like interesting that like when Garp gets introduced, he's wearing like a dog.
Yeah.
Like as a dog of the military.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah. So like the leader of Sword. Because like I mean I don't think it's Aokiji.
No.
Because he's
he's gone, bro.
But I could see it being like Green Bull or Fujitora.
No,
or Kizaru.
I think it's Akainu because
but he's a fleet admiral, right?
That's okay.
So you're saying like
he can have
they answer directly to him?
Yep.
Okay.
They're his.
Because that was
they're his Anbu Black Ops.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah. That's.
Because I was thinking along the same lines where it's like I can see it being Akainu just because like he's like the scheming type of guy.
Yeah.
To have created Sword.
Yeah.
Because like this wasn't something that was their pre-time skip.
No.
So it's probably something that he started.
100%.
And then like use that as like a because like consistently in the last couple
or
of chapters.
Or something we weren't aware of.
Maybe.
Pre-time
so
skip.
and like consistently in like the last chapters or whatever, he's been like, oh, it sucks that we can't like make a move, or it sucks that we can't do this.
Yeah.
Because like
they were really showing that
on the forefront, he's like stuck with what he can do.
Yeah.
So then Sword is like his way of.
Like
having those like decisive attacks like where he needs to do it.
That's what I was saying. They're like his Anbu Black Ops.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how I felt too.
Anyone who has not seen Naruto.
It was just a conversation I had with
Let me just explain. Everyone who has not seen Naruto and you're reading this chapter, Anbu Black Ops is like a secret elite squad that
not really secret
ish. They were like that the leader would use to like, you know, get rid of any sort of.
They're kind of like the top of the top. Like they're disciplined and stuff. Yeah. And like, literally assassins. They're literally just assassins.
It's like a special task force.
You know, you could like send them into a country and like just fuck up the country,
from
like, do whatever. Yeah. But no, because Akainu, multiple times on like cover panels, he's shown with like a sword tattoo on his arm.
Is it a sword?
Yeah, he's got like two swords. I think it's
flowers.
Like
if it's two swords, that's. I mean, he has the flower tattoo.
He has the flowers
like the
around it too.
Like
yeah,
the
but
sleeve,
he also
right?
has two swords as well.
Oh, okay.
And then I think you correct me if I'm wrong, but his like pins on his military gear is also swords as well.
Oh, I didn't notice.
And he's also like the fucking just.
He's the most likely.
He's literally like, yo, he's like kill first. Ask questions later. He's literally that type of
that guy.
Bro. Like,
but like
Ohara, he literally killed all of them.
I was just thinking it might be Green Bull because we don't know enough about Green Bull.
Yeah.
And his line of thinking is similar to Akainu's.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Where I could see him putting him as like the forefront of Sword. Yeah. And then just having him answer to like Akainu for like whatever they need to do.
Yeah. So he's like the figurehead, but
just to kind of give like all the admirals like a role in some way, because we know like Fujitora's kind of like he wants true like real justice.
Right.
But then it's like Kobe's a part of Sword.
Mm-hmm. He is.
Drake's a part of Sword.
Yep.
So it's like I could also see Fujitora manning this.
So you think that
it's like what is Sword's purpose?
That's
again?
true.
If it's like because why is Kobe a part of it in that way?
I think Kobe's part of it because Garp wanted to have some influence in Sword. Okay. So Kobe's undercover for Garp.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like Kobe would align more with Fujitora.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why that's why like knowing that Kobe's in there, it makes more sense that like Fujitora's the leader.
Yeah.
But then
because ever since the introduction of Fujitora, who do you guys think is the next fleet admiral? Fujitora, no?
Or Kobe?
Probably Fujitora.
And
I would see Kobe as the next head of Sword.
Yeah.
That'd be the distinction there, right? And like Smoker's in there somewhere. You know, like
honestly just gives up.
I could see I could see it this way actually.
Yeah.
I could see Kobe actually being fleet admiral.
Okay.
I could see Fujitora staying as admiral.
Okay.
And then have Smoker be part of Sword or like.
But
because also like with the end of One Piece or like we know that Kobe's gonna reach his goal too.
We don't.
I mean. Okay, well, you know that he has his eye, like his sights set on his goal.
Yeah.
So you can kind of be like, okay, like you'd want to see him achieve that because he has Luffy as his inspiration.
Yeah.
Right. And then like I could see Fujitora just like honestly just dying too, like in this big ass war that's gonna happen, just because he's part of like he's still part of the old system of like admirals and stuff.
Yeah, but he has a new way of thinking.
He does, but it's like when Luffy like, because it's the dawn of the world, right?
Yeah.
So when One Piece finishes, it's kind of like. Are Marines and all that even gonna be
a thing? No, maybe not.
Right.
Yeah. So like Kobe,
like in the same sense,
Kobe could just never become fleet admiral. Then.
Yeah. But I think Kobe would be the one to change the whole structure though, because Fujitora talks about justice, but that doesn't mean he's gonna change the structure. But Kobe actually has problems with the structure.
We see that Fujitora has problems with shit like that because he blinded himself, bro. Right?
Yeah. I mean, we don't know enough about Fujitora, I guess.
Yeah, we just know that from his character and how he's been, like how he treated Luffy and everything.
Yeah.
You're like, bro, he's a good guy.
Like he's a good guy.
Yeah, and there's no way he's gonna be okay with that corrupt shit.
Yeah, but he was mainly against the warlord stuff, right? Like against pirates and shit.
Well, I mean, there's obviously more to it.
Yeah.
But that's what we know at the surface level, right?
Yeah.
So you guys think that Garp's pulling up on Blackbeard while Blackbeard's fighting Law?
I could see.
Because how long has this fight been going on?
Well, I mean, it's tough to say with One Piece.
Yeah.
It's tough to say, but like. I can see it being where Law might have already got captured, and they're stripping the fruit from him.
Mm-hmm.
But then Garp pulls up, he inadvertently just saves Law, just from trying to save Kobe.
So here's the thing, right? I know we talked about this on a previous pod. No way Law goes down without taking out any members.
Yeah.
You're telling me this guy's like near Yonko level and he doesn't kill a single member of his crew?
No, I think he does.
I mean, he
has
to.
If
he doesn't,
he was handling.
No, right. So let's say he kills one.
Yeah.
Right, 1 to 2. That makes. I was expecting 3, but 1 to 2, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guys that are fighting him, there's only 4 of them, right?
Yeah, there's not. It's not his entire crew.
Yeah,
it's not his entire
crew.
Yeah. So like someone's bound to die there.
Yeah.
Right? Even if Law dies, he's taking someone with him, bro. No way he doesn't take someone, right?
So with
Garp pulls up.
Yeah.
Now let's say these are Garp death flags.
Okay.
And Garp dies.
Yeah.
He dies without taking anyone out.
No
chance.
He's destroying their crew,
bro. Yeah. So but then Garp dies, Law dies. This essentially cripples Blackbeard's crew. How do we see this going into the final stage of One Piece with Blackbeard with a crippled crew, and how are they lining up?
Are they really dying then?
No, so that's what I mean then. So like that's an issue though. That's a big issue.
It is. Is this
right?
Because like now then, that's why I was saying like okay, like they're gonna capture Law. He's not necessarily dying.
Yeah.
Because we've seen we've seen Luffy and Kid get captured and survive. Right. So just because they fought doesn't mean he's just gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
but what if stripping your fruit just kills you?
Kills you.
I mean maybe.
The thing is, because it was like an
maybe
interview.
It's something. Maybe you have to kill them to steal.
In an interview,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
In an interview, about a month ago, Oda was saying how so and so are gonna fight. Like he didn't say who, and he's like, "Well, I hope no one dies."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we know for sure someone's gonna die.
I don't think it was
and
referencing
I don't think
Garp though.
Why
Blackbeard.
not? It could be
because it was the way because the interview had like just happened.
Yeah.
Where and he made it seem like this was gonna happen later in 2023.
This
is like right off the rip. But like also that
his pacing is completely changed too, bro.
That chapter, like, would you say? Actually, okay, I'm trying to think. Did that chapter technically come out in 2023?
Which one?
The one that we're talking about right now.
The one that we just read.
Yeah.
New Year's. I mean, it just came out
in 2023.
It just
came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sunday was this? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's too soon. Like the way he was talking about in the interview.
Like shit's ramping up, bro.
Yeah, right? It could be. So it could be. This could be that fight. I think he was referencing a different fight.
But
personally.
I like you because I know you guys like. Do you guys think Garp's gonna die then? Are you guys?
I'm okay with him dying.
But you think he's gonna die in this fight? Like that's what's gonna happen.
Well, but okay, so like realistically, he should just to like move the story forward.
Right.
Yeah.
But
and further,
you're bringing up an extremely good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like if he's
dying,
he's got to take out
someone. But then
not just
then
one.
Here's
not
no,
just
it's just one.
Like,
here's
fucking
here's
Garp,
here's
bro.
the other thing.
Like,
Like here's the other thing. Why did Blackbeard take Kobe?
No, that's true. Like it's bait. It's
as
probably
bait for Garp.
But how does he know that? How does he know that Garp? Like
Because again we know that he plans his shit out, right?
Right.
If he knows like when it comes to endgame and you have these big powerhouses, like you have the 3 admirals, Fleet Admiral, and Garp, he's trying to like figure out a way to whittle them out. Bit by bit, right?
But in a way, he's just gonna whittle his own crew out too.
Like,
but then if he's prepared for Garp's arrival,
right,
he's got his whole crew there and him. It's like, can Garp handle all these guys?
No,
at
but like
once?
this would be either during or after Law's fight.
Yeah.
And like if we're assuming that Law's dead.
Yeah.
Or even captured.
Just captured.
If we're assuming captured, he's still taking at least one person out.
At least one.
If Law's captured?
Yeah.
Captured.
Like Law's taking out somebody before he gets captured?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without a doubt, bro.
Okay. I mean,
Or he's
he's way too strong.
He is strong. They're both really strong, but it's like Blackbeard is that guy that like schemes shit and does it in a way where like
I know
I can see them surviving.
I
can see them surviving.
Yeah.
Even if it's like within an inch of their life or something.
Mm-hmm.
I can see them surviving, and maybe he cripples them in a different way.
No, because I don't think
cuts their arm off or something, and like does it in like a severely damages them in some way.
Yeah.
Which leads to later on like why Luffy guys can be triumphant.
But I mean,
over them.
even if like let's say he like cuts off Blackbeard's arm, right?
That nerfs him a lot.
He can just make an arm out of darkness, bro.
Yeah, but like, constantly keeping up his devil fruit.
I guess it's somewhat draining, but like look at Aokiji. Aokiji's leg is made out of ice.
Yeah. Yeah, but we don't even know where Aokiji stands now with his powers or anything.
But what I was getting at was I don't even think Garp's gonna die.
Okay.
Like it would make sense for him to die.
You think he's just gonna come in and take Kobe and dip without?
Kobe's gonna die.
You think Kobe's gonna die?
Rest in peace, Kobe.
That's crazy.
Kobe's.
I could like that's.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's gonna be Garp's second failure.
And then what's gonna happen after that? Is Garp gonna dip that?
100%. At that point, he has to.
But then what's he gonna do?
He's gonna help Luffy.
Yeah, he needs to switch.
So then when Luffy's about to die,
I would agree.
So when Luffy's about to die, Garp jumps in and saves his bitch ass.
No, I would agree with you, but personally, because Garp's from like the old era.
He is from the old era.
It's time for him to die.
Move on. No, 100%.
It's time for him to die.
It's time for him to move on.
And also just like, because Blackbeard like, yeah, he caught Ace, but he didn't kill Ace.
No, that's true.
Right. So if Blackbeard actually kills Garp and Luffy finds out, like Luffy's actually like it's actually something
but
there.
Garp
You know,
knows that Blackbeard caught Ace. So Garp should have like the most motive to just fucking.
That's probably why he's even more down to get in that bitch. You know.
Yeah. The thing is, from a writing standpoint, it makes sense that Oda's doing this because he's splitting the military might. Because at one point it would have been everyone on Luffy.
Yeah.
And even if he's an emperor,
and this is whittling them down a little bit.
He's not taking the entire weight of the Marines by himself.
Because you have
so now he's splitting their forces. So now half of them are going towards Blackbeard, one emperor,
and you have CP0 fighting Luffy guys, and they're gonna take care of CP0.
But then here's the thing: where is Fujitora and where is Green Bull? Where do they go? Like, does Fujitora show up on Egghead?
I see them showing up in that final war because we still need some admirals to be part of that war.
No, but they said everyone.
Like, where are they right now? Yeah, because they did say everybody.
And they said everyone. So this is what I see happening. I see Fujitora going to Egghead because of how his character is.
Yeah.
They said we're sending everyone?
Anybody available.
Okay, so then maybe they're not available.
Yeah, so
but I think it's like, what are they doing?
Yeah, like what are they doing? So I think Fujitora goes to Egghead.
Yeah.
Right?
Green Bull shows up there.
And Green Bull shows up to Blackbeard. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Fujitora goes to Egghead. He learns of like injustices from whatever's happening. Okay. He aids Luffy. Green Bull shows up to fight Blackbeard shit, but then he's like a snake.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yo, you disobeyed orders to Garp. And I could see him.
And kills Garp.
Yeah. On some shit like that. Then it's like, that way Blackbeard kind of his crew stays intact. Law and like all the other deaths are like
I don't know, man, because
justifiable. You know what I'm saying?
Because why even send Green Bull out to him? Because like they said before, like if you're gonna fight a Yonko, you can't just go willy nilly.
No, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So like,
but it's like
Green Bull wouldn't even get sent out.
No, it's because he disobeyed them. Like he's like.
But do they even know Garp even left to go do that?
Yo, he
pulled up on Helmapple, but did he even relay that information?
But somebody they would know. They'd see ship dipping. Like, you know, he's like fucking dog head on his ship.
It's
like
a big ass world, bro.
No, that's true. It's a big ass world, but like
they're not gonna like just have like shit on, like just seeing and knowing where his ship is at all times.
Like
you know
have a fucking den machine on it, bro. There you know.
Yeah,
there you go.
no,
like
but
you know
I
where
mean,
it's
like,
going.
You know, it's a matter of whether he's actually communicating that he's gonna go save Kobe, or whether he's just like.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's more of a passion thing, like for like somebody who's almost like a son to him.
Yeah.
To go save him because he failed. He failed once with Ace.
He's not failing again.
He doesn't want to fail again.
Right.
And I that's so like I just see him just going off on his own.
Yeah, and then but the thing is,
plus
there's
the death flag. Right?
But
like
that's the issue though. Like again, if he dies,
like he takes somebody out.
Bro, he's taking 3. Minimum 3. Minimum 3, bro.
This is so tough
Garp,
to say
bro.
when you're fighting Blackbeard.
This is motherfucking Garp.
Think about when we were talking about Law versus Blackbeard.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know how Law was gonna hold. Like we know he was beast.
Yeah.
But like when anything comes to Blackbeard, it's like
it's because of hockey though. Garp is all hockey. What the fuck is your Devil Fruit doing against hockey? Nothing. That's because Law is so reliant on his Devil Fruit that Blackbeard is able to like do what he's doing.
Yeah, that's true. That is also true. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but to be fair, we didn't really expect Law to put up as good as a fight as like he.
The way he did, right?
Yeah.
The way he did, we didn't.
And then
expect
like
at that level.
and like
but then they explained that his hockey had grew and everything.
But like at that level that he's at, like he's taking at least one out. At least one.
At least one,
like,
bro.
And that's like me being like harsh.
Yeah.
But also, I think they can get away with actually killing parts of Blackbeard's crew, because Blackbeard's still expanding, and if Aokiji like is really joined his crew, then like it makes up for it.
And that's a whole nother aspect to it, bro. Aokiji, he's indebted to Garp.
Yeah, so Aokiji could like
the fact that Garp's there, Aokiji might sway and help Garp escape.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then what would you guys prefer, that like Garp dodges the death flag completely?
What if
I mean, I wouldn't hate it. I would be okay.
No,
what if
Garp does die?
Like the perfect opportunity
to
kill him.
What if Garp does pull up and like the fight between Law and Blackbeard is still happening?
Okay.
Yeah.
And Law's the one that tells Luffy that Garp died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is where the other reference I wanted to make was because in Marineford, Law is the one who comes and saves Luffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a way of repaying, like, so Garp is, Garp's repaying Law.
Yeah.
And he saves Law, and then Garp ends up dying. That was the other thing I was
in a
thinking
way of like saving Law.
It answers so many things.
But it was also be like a messenger, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it answers so many things. Having Garp die,
plus
it just
so
fits
plus
so well.
the type of
go ahead.
Plus the type of person Law is, like he'd hold that like in his heart, right? Like that, like
100%.
he got Luffy's grandpa killed,
right?
And it further cement that relationship with him.
With him, yeah,
100%. Were
100%.
we not saying Law needs to die though? So then, because this sets him up to.
Well, I think he needs to die in the final arc.
He can die later.
You guys think
it was just like, we've seen how crazy his fruit is. Like he needs to die before he's too strong.
I think he's already
from the point where I was coming from. But now it's like, with how busted Gear 5 is with Luffy, it's
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's like that ceiling. It's like
100%.
So then he might not even die because the way
Yeah.
Luffy's built now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like Garp is like, dude, it's fucking Garp, bro. Like his hockey's top tier. There's no way he doesn't.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
kill whoever.
without.
But here's the thing, right? Where you guys were saying that he saves Law and dies.
Yeah.
You're telling me another death is gonna happen from somebody else attempting to save someone, right? Like Ace's death was from him.
It's not attempting to actually save someone.
Okay, he did save Luffy. Luffy would have died otherwise.
No,
what do you mean no?
No, first of all, it's Whitebeard trying to save Ace, and Ace still dying.
I know, and the reason why Ace even died was because Akainu jumped at Luffy and he jumped in the way.
I mean, Ace still would have died if Luffy didn't show up to the war. Like
both of them would have died. Like both of them died attempting to save somebody. You know what I mean? So now you're gonna have the third death in the series.
But like I feel like Garp wouldn't like come there in like the intention to save Law.
Yeah.
Like it's just to save Kobe, right?
Just to save Kobe.
But then the scenario where like Garp would like actually die would be in a way where it would help Law escape.
Right. Like he would like, yo, I'm staying.
That's
behind.
What I'm saying. Inadvertently save Law, and then Law would be like you think about that, like, damn, like he actually saved me.
Yeah.
No, but even Kobe would have that weight. Like, bro, it's my fault.
Yeah,
and that also would align more to like Luffy with Luffy and everything, right? Like in the final arc.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But like, so you guys think he's gonna stay behind and like fight off Blackbeard's entire crew?
If they realize,
who else is gonna do it?
No, 100% you can do it. I'm not saying
if they find out that like all three of them aren't enough, because like we don't know how big Blackbeard's crew has gotten.
Yeah.
And we know that Shiryu's gonna be crazy with that invisible fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they could even he could use that invisible fruit to even like kind of like do the same thing how Square did to Whitebeard, like get him behind the back, stab him, and like and that's kind of like the way to like nerf Garp.
You know what would get me really chapped? Like really fucking chapped. If Garp saved Kobe, right? And it turned out to be that girl, and she transforms into herself, and then she fucking stabs Garp.
I could see that. I could see that happen. I could totally see that
shit
happen.
would give me chapped. It's like, yo, motherfucker, where's your observational
But again,
hockey?
that's what I mean, though.
Where the fuck's your observational hockey?
Yo, because if she can do her nine-tail transformation thing
into Kobe,
not even Kobe. What if she does Ace? Because Garp's not gonna handle that well. That might be a moment of like weakness for him, where she transforms into Ace too.
Fuck that, bro.
Either way, no. But
fuck that.
But just think about that, like
fuck that.
But just think about the utility of that, right?
Yeah. Bro, like, I think
if Blackbeard just links up with all of his crew, I definitely think they can walk away from this fight alive.
Bro, I feel like
all of them
against Garp. Garp's first of all, he's advanced Conquers hockey.
I know, but he's
fucking 100 p. No one's moving on him.
It's just the way they set up his crew.
Yeah,
with like they're all utility based.
Yeah,
it's like it's hard to like.
That's what I mean, because hockey basically is negating it, bro.
Exactly, but when you have like 10, 11 commanders, and you have a Yonko, and they all have these busted ass devil fruits,
full body hockey. Now what? Like, bro.
Well, we also know that hockey taps out.
Huh?
We also know that hockey
That's
taps
true,
out.
And he's older, but I'm saying like he's pummeling them. For
if there's that nine-tail fox transformation where somebody does get that like final blow on him, just to like nerf him enough where it's like how Whitebeard was in the war, where like he would try to do stuff, like try to do his Conqueror's hockey and he couldn't do it.
Yeah,
shit like that, where it just nerfs him enough where they can actually just pummel him to death, essentially. You know,
like they're gonna jump. So you think they're gonna do the whole thing where they jumped Whitebeard and they're gonna jump Garp?
Yeah, but like this is gonna be Garp at like full strength.
Not really.
Well, like you know what I mean. I didn't say prime. I said full strength.
Yeah.
I said full strength. I didn't say prime.
Yeah.
Right, and then if they're gonna be on the losing side, and then they might have the transformation happen to like do again schemey Blackbeard shit, right?
But I would not like. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't want that. That's what gets Garp.
It's a soft spot for the people he loves.
That's true, but like, yo,
so
that's the only fucking observational hockey, and you can't. You're like top tier dude. You can't fucking see through that type of shit.
But I mean, if they do the ace thing, it's just a moment of weakness where he's gonna be
he's gonna hesitate. Yeah,
exactly.
He's gonna,
and that might be enough, and that could be enough, because he's gonna be like,
oh yeah, like he couldn't see.
Because he regrets over that shit.
No, of course.
Like yeah. I can definitely see it. But
he doesn't take one out.
Yeah, I can see him because
he doesn't take a single person.
Dude,
out,
you have Van Ogre.
You
have Van Ogre warping everyone wherever he wants.
It takes one mistake.
I know, but that works the same way with Garp, right? There's 10, 11 of them.
For sure.
Yeah.
Just commanders.
What's Burgess doing? Burgess getting his head taken off clean.
He's got the strength.
One fucking head, bro.
He's got the strength for
it. So dome.
In the way that Garp's like really strong.
Way stronger.
Burgess would be able to like do something to hold like he's chucking cannonballs and shit.
Yeah, that's
like
Garp.
He can stop shit like that.
But like I'm telling you, bro, one fist of love from fucking Garp. That's GG.
He's not loving nobody there. He's not loving nobody there.
Bro, that's what I mean, bro. Like he's fucking decking them and shit.
I mean,
and don't discount Helmeppo. Helmeppo can put in some work too. He could fucking cut somebody.
No, I mean, like it looks like they're only going with one warship because he was like
that's what it looked like.
He was like Helmeppo hop on like we're dipping.
Yeah, that's true. But did Doll join them too or no?
Probably. Like she was crying and shit. It seems like she would be down to.
That's a different character.
Oh, is that not?
Yeah, that's a different character. So I don't know who that character was.
I thought it was the same character.
No, there's Doll, there's Helmeppo, and then there's some girl with white hair, and it looked like almost as like a headset, very Utah-esque.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know who it was.
It's her.
It's her. The thing is,
she survived the events of Film Red, bro.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. I can see it play out the way you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's just everything just makes too much sense for him to not die now. Like
right, but set
up for the story.
Law doesn't take out anyone. Garp doesn't take on anyone.
Well, even
like what the fuck is that?
That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Even if they did take out somebody, I could see like Blackbeard having somebody else lined up to join his squad.
Okay, maybe
just to like cover.
Because the thing is, bro, if we're going in with the narrative that Blackbeard's crew is lining up
with
Luffy's crew, then no member on their crew can die.
But then
but that doesn't account for Aokiji.
No, because once he got his full crew at like Marineford, like some of them we didn't know how they're gonna line up with Luffy's crew.
That's true.
And it didn't really make sense. Because I remember we talked about it and we're trying to figure out like obviously we know like Shiryu lines up with Zoro and like whatever, right?
Yeah.
But like there were a couple.
He could line up with Sanji too.
But there were a couple where you're sitting there like, how are these supposed to line up? Like this doesn't make sense.
But like,
and those couple, it's like, cause like the Nine-Tailed Fox girl, you're like, okay, she matches up with Nami maybe, or Lafitte the navigator.
But like Lafitte, in my mind, Lafitte lines up with Brook,
right?
The whole like,
and then you have that big warship
contrast.
The big warship guy. He'd maybe be fighting Jimby
or Frankie, because Frankie has
but then you have the drunk guy.
Bosco
he has the tongue out.
Bosco Shot.
Yeah,
I think that's his name.
Who is he matching up with?
He could match up with Jimby too.
Okay, I mean, assuming it's 1 per 1. Just let's just make random
matchups
the matchup.
So we'll go from start to beginning, right?
Okay, Luffy to Blackbeard.
Luffy Blackbeard. Burgess against.
Burgess is technically the helmsman.
He is the helmsman.
So he would be the one fighting Jimby.
Yeah, but you're not going by. Are you going by position or going by like?
I would go by position just to have it like a, because then there's gonna be difficulties in their fight.
Right.
You have to figure out how that's gonna work.
Okay, sure. Let's say Burgess and Jinbei.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Sanji and none of the girls.
Yeah, but like.
But like that would be cool. It'd be cool if at the end he has to fight a female to like get over his.
If Aokiji's there, I could see him fight Aokiji, and that could put him to Admiral level. Because we had yeah. Why?
Okay.
You don't believe that?
No.
Why?
Why would he fight Aokiji?
Well, if he's part, I mean, if Aokiji's part of his squad.
Do you think he's wholeheartedly part of his squad?
You don't know how he feels after this defeat with Akainu.
Dude, I don't think so. I don't think he's actually part of his crew.
No, because, I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like that's like it's up in the air.
Yeah.
But like if he is.
Yeah.
You have Sanji who could be Lunarian.
Yeah.
Fighting ice, and it'd be like a nice
like a fire and ice type thing.
And.
I guess.
Right.
I guess
it'd be pretty clean fight if they did that. Because who else is fighting Sanji? I don't know. They don't.
Any of the random people that we just don't know who they are. You want to pull up Blackbeard's crew?
So yeah.
Yeah, just pull up his crew. We don't know his crew like that.
Okay, let's move on from Sanji. We'll come back to Zoro versus Shiryu.
Sure. Because
Nami versus Katarina.
No, Shiryu could also fight Sanji. It's because he has the invisibility fruit and Sanji's whole obsession. Exactly. That's the only angle.
But the way I see it is more so because Zoro fighting somebody who's invisible and a swordsman.
Yeah.
Like it's just I mean, you should love that it's gonna be Zoro.
Bro, I'd rather have Zoro take on his entire crew. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
But you have Nami fighting Katarina.
I'm kidding, bro.
You have Nami fighting Katarina.
Yeah.
You have Lafitte fighting.
Because Katarina has the fox thing, no?
Yeah. You have Lafitte fighting Brook.
Yeah.
Chopper versus Docu.
Docu, yeah. Van Ogre versus Usopp.
Yeah, Van Ogre versus Usopp. So I guess Sanji and and you have Yamato who's gonna join them.
We don't know that.
Like potentially. Because he said he's gonna travel all of Wano and then link up later.
The people that we haven't lined up is Alvo Pizarro.
Yeah, the guy with the tusks.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
let's say the guy with the tusks is fighting Frankie.
Okay, I mean it would make more sense if the wolf dude who's massive would fight Frankie.
I could see Jimby also fighting him.
He's fighting Burgess. Like, yo, we already.
Okay, Yamato.
Yeah,
fighting one of them.
I would like if Yamato fought Katarina, bro.
Sure.
Just fucked her up, but
okay, no, but the drunk guy.
Yeah.
Maybe he fights Sanji.
Okay.
The drunk guy fights Sanji.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, it's not adding up.
Like the number of people that they.
Number of people, like, because we had Burgess fight.
He has Jimby. 10. So right now,
like, who's that big ass guy fighting on Luffy's crew?
Okay, bro. We have 10 of the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
And we have 10 of his members. So everyone lines up with somebody.
Can you see that?
Right?
That's including his
Not including Blackbeard.
Yeah, so that means he has 11. Luffy has 10 including Luffy.
Oh, does he?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm not including Aokiji.
Okay. Wait, I just counted 9 people on Luffy. Oh, you didn't count this right.
It says 10 Titans.
It says 10. Yeah, but we don't.
I read the heading and I was like, I'm not.
The other one's blank. There's one guy that it's just.
That's Lafitte.
No, down here. It's a question mark.
Oh, it's a question mark.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that means there's somebody that we don't know.
Don't know who's part of his crew.
Okay.
What the hell? But yo,
it's a
again, the
mystery.
wiki. First of all, the wiki we can't even trust
You can't.
That's true.
No.
to begin with because it's been wrong
Yeah.
on so many occasions.
But
But
even in like the terms of their skill set and
Yeah.
stuff, like I can see.
like Robin, we didn't talk about Robin, but Robin
Who's
can
Robin?
fight anyone. She can fight anyone, bro.
Anyone, bro.
Her ability.
Fuck it, just take them
No,
all.
because
Take them all down.
she's made huge strides in her power.
No, she has.
Yeah,
Even
so
she
can
could technically fight the big guy.
Yeah, she
even.
can generally she can genuinely fight anyone who's not like their top dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just put her up against anyone. She could take them. But then like bro, like you're going to tell me, bro, like so Blackbeard kills Law unscathed. Kills Garp unscathed.
I'm not saying they're both
Kills
dying.
Shanks
I'm not.
unscathed.
Yo, no.
And then just
Wait,
fucking
where'd Shanks come from?
No, I was
No,
Where'd
like,
Shanks
do you know what I
come
mean?
from?
Like,
No, my
like,
theory-
because
no,
people
my-
have been saying Shanks is gonna die to Blackbeard,
My theory was
and
just
his crew. Like,
my theory was just one of them has to die. We just need one of them to die. We don't need all of them to die. Just need one of them to die.
Yeah, because then
somebody
how
ne-
does Shanks play into all this? Then you know what I mean?
Yeah, we just need one of them to die. It's not all of them. Like,
But you know what I'm getting at? Like,
yeah.
where does
Well, Shanks is going for the One Piece too, right?
yeah, he is, but where does he play into all this? Like, a Blackbeard who's fought these three, and then attempts to challenge Shanks should not be able to challenge Shanks. Like, his team should be vastly crippled.
For sure.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, I can.
unless
the
like
way it
that
plays-
the
the way it
question
plays
mark
into-
person who like they don't know who it is somebody on Shanks' crew that's defecting to Blackbeard's crew.
The way it plays into
I don't know.
end of One Piece, I
Yeah.
can see it being where like Shanks isn't even relevant until after that final war,
Okay.
and then we have Luffy guys fight Shanks guys for the
Okay.
One Piece,
Hmm.
because we know Shanks is going for the One Piece.
Right.
Yeah.
But again, like that's if Luffy doesn't even want the One Piece, bro. Like his Pirate King is not his dream, right? But like Blackbeard wants to be Pirate King, so it's more plausible that Blackbeard fights Shanks, kills Shanks, and that's how he attains like the title of Pirate King.
Yeah.
And then Luffy comes and beats his ass. But then like that's so much. Literally, you added like 3 different deaths just to fucking get there.
Well, I mean, it's with how the story progresses, right? So
Right.
we'll have one death now.
Yeah.
That's a death that's happening way later, which is perfectly okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
That's not a big deal.
But again,
No, it is because of
Yeah.
his point. He fights Law, crew comes out unscathed. He fights Garp, crew comes out unscathed.
And then Shanks.
Fights Shanks.
Yeah.
I don't-
Like that makes
Yeah.
no
No,
sense that
that's
his
what
crew's
that-
able to like, fucking
I don't think he
plow
fights.
through 3
Well,
different.
that's just assuming he's gonna fight Shanks.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't think he's gonna fight Shanks' crew
Okay.
if he's especially with this Garp and Law stuff that just happened
Right.
now,
Right.
or that's about to happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'd be weird to bring Shanks into that. I can more on the line see Shanks waiting there.
At
like-
Laptail,
Yeah, and then him fighting like Luffy guys post war.
like as the guardian of Laptail.
And like just like it's just a way to like perfect way to end One Piece.
I feel
Yeah.
like
Or
I
not
feel like
perfect way, but just like a great way to end it.
I
don't
I
think-
get what you're saying,
yeah.
but like I
Right.
feel like he would be involved in the war in
Yeah.
some way somehow.
Yeah.
Whether he's like on the front of
'Cause
like
he's-
fighting
bro,
the
he's been
pirates, or if
having
he's on the
beef-
front of
yeah.
like fighting like
Yeah.
That's fair.
the military or whatever it
Yeah.
is. Like
Yeah.
I feel like he'd have some play
Yeah,
in the whole thing.
Yeah.
but Shanks's whole thing in that could be more on the lines of what's happening with the Marines and the Navy and like
Yeah, no, for sure. It
stuff
could
behind
be.
the scenes.
It could be
Mhm.
because
Rather
like we
than-
already saw him like pull up
Yeah,
like to the 5 elders and like
Yeah,
we don't know
exactly.
what the fuck.
exactly.
Like we don't know any of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, we assume he's talking about Blackbeard, so they gotta have some sort of because like the world government knows about Blackbeard too.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yes.
obviously are like, bro, this guy's a fucking menace. We need some sort of contingency for this guy.
Yeah.
Seraphims. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Because would
Seraphims,
Seraphims
yeah.
be affected by Darkness?
darkness, no, but he and like
Right?
the Mihawk one like did fuck him up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
So yeah.
Like
My
the-
Hero 3's Handy's having.
so the beginning of the chapter,
Got a little bit of narration.
yeah, from
It basically just tells us what we already knew, but
but the
Yeah.
narration, like I think it's Old Man Deku.
and
Oh.
then the villains
they
got
did
the
this.
upper hand while the heroes
Are you saying
withered
when
away.
he loses his powers, he becomes old, or just this is way in the future?
This is in the future because we know the story's being told from point of the future,
point
and
of
not
future.
once post like the first season or
Yeah.
post like other narration time had ever like referenced that it's from a future standpoint.
Yeah,
And they showed him like it was like
And
a
they did
cherry
it now.
blossom and he's like sitting there, or like you don't really see him, you just see his hand, right?
Okay.
And so it's like old man Deku telling the story
That's
to
right.
like.
Kids.
Bro, what if it's like old man Bakugo?
Please stop.
Sure.
Please stop.
That he's telling the story of like Deku.
Yeah.
But then that'd be like huge strides for his
Stop.
character. Because he would never do that.
But he's old as fuck.
Yeah.
No. Can you just let him die in this arc, please?
Yo, they already. Yo,
Please.
how they're gonna
Please.
what? Kill him again?
Bro, you can't kill him, bro. He's immortal.
He's
Yeah,
immortal.
I
Yeah.
guess. That's true.
They already killed him once. Motherfucker came back.
Did you not like read what his quirk was?
What was it?
It was called plot armor.
Yeah. So we go back to like Deku's side of stuff,
Yeah.
and we kind of see, like I call him the twice force.
The twice force.
The
Nice.
twice
Yeah.
force.
Nice.
The twice force
All
coming
of them
through
pulled
that.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and they.
Bubuguaras. That's his name.
I
bro.
know.
Okay.
I know.
And they just they pinned what's his face down, so erasure is now done.
Yeah. And so
Shiggy is now
Shigaraki's-
free.
He's
Yeah,
unleashed.
and you actually have Shigaraki's personality come out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
talking
Yeah.
something about his skin.
It's gross.
They're talking about his skin, how like he doesn't have control over his skin or something.
You know, well, they were saying
It was
how his
weird.
like
I think they meant
his-
more so like the
his quirk. I'm pretty sure they're saying his quirk was like he was getting to like an unstable rate where his shit was like growing exponentially.
yeah.
So now he's like unstable,
Mhm.
which is like the writer's way of saying now he's easier to kill.
Sure.
Because he's unstable.
Yeah, Emergency situation.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, we have like Deku worried about everything, like
Yeah.
UA, the people that were like, making sure that the thing island was floating,
Mhm.
et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that Deku is not, like you said, Shiggy's like personality's coming out.
Yeah.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, you see Deku and he's feeling some like after effects of like this whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were saying the connection between One for All and All for One.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're able to feel them or something,
Mhm.
resonate with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like the after effects he's feeling is from the
Usage of his quirk.
the usage of his quirk. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
and like you see the second user.
I think so. Second
Yeah,
user.
one of them, and he's like, "Yo, I told you so, bro." He's
Yeah.
like, "Don't relax now,
Yeah.
right?"
Yeah.
Because like I guess that's what he did in that moment. He relaxed.
He relaxed
and
a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah,
But he was like, they were saying something about their connection was getting stronger,
But-
right? The
and
all for one and one for all connection.
That's what I was saying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. But also, oh fuck, I just lost it. He was just.
Oh, he lost it. He had it, and then he lost
So you
it.
brought that up, and then he just derailed my whole thing.
It's gone. It's gone.
All good.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Deku was saying how like all this shit that he has to do. He's like, I gotta stop the island from falling. I gotta do this.
Yeah,
gotta do that.
yeah.
And like it feels like he's getting overwhelmed with all this
Mhm,
shit.
mhm.
Yeah.
So it's most likely an opportunity for growth.
Well,
In some way,
like
or
what-
it's gonna fuck him.
I just think what's gonna happen. It's gonna be he's gonna have like, he's like the different successors in his mind.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're all just gonna be processing different things. Like he's gonna get like a
Split
different,
it up in a way.
Yeah, like different
Let them just
processing
let
capacity.
them, let them like use his body for him.
No, it's gonna be like you know how you can like you only think of one thing at one time,
Okay.
but it's gonna be a bit like something to do with like how he can do like multiple things. Like his brain can do multiple things. 'Cause like he's always been like a super hardcore nerd type
Yeah.
guy, right? Who's been like
Yeah.
analyzing everything.
Yeah.
Right. So like he would be like analyzing the situation, and they would be like doing other things. But this is just a random thing,
Okay.
He'd just be multitasking.
The way I was saying it was maybe this
a
is
quirk. Like
maybe this is the
super
moment-
multitasking.
Super
Yeah.
multitasking.
just to play into what
To
you
go
were saying. How
beyond.
he's gonna lose his how
Further beyond.
he's gonna lose his quirk.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna lose his quirk.
I was thinking this plays into that
Okay. Yeah.
because this might be a moment where
Like his
he-
breaking point.
where he's like, you know what, fuck it, I don't care if I lose my quirk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it all right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's been like that.
But to like in the actual like, actually have that extent where it's like it's kind of like Final Mugetsu.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he unlocks it all right now and does it to the best of its ability for like 10 minutes or whatever he can,
Yeah.
he like as a result he loses his powers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay.
So I can see that happening right now.
No. Yeah.
Because like it looked like he was getting overwhelmed. Unless he like somehow just like gets stronger.
Bro. Yeah.
But that was
Like,
like
it-
mental overwhelm.
It was,
like
yeah.
that was like
Exactly.
mentally
Mental
overwhelmed.
But
like,
he's already having like the physical exhaustion.
Yeah.
yeah.
So they didn't have to like further drive home the physical exhaustion because they already talked about that.
Yeah.
Right. So it's the mental exhaustion, like especially for someone like Deku. It's like
Mm-hmm.
that's a big thing. Like, cause he doesn't care about his body, and it's always like mentally, he's like, "Yo, I gotta save these guys. I gotta do this."
Yeah.
So if he's mentally exhausted, it's gonna be like the last straw. That's like, okay, you know, like fuck it. Let's just. I don't care if I lose my powers. Like, I just want to beat this guy. And even like Shiggy even says like, "I'm your villain." Like
you know what he should have said in response?
What?
I'm your hero. My hero.
That would be the corniest thing ever. But that would literally be like my hero thing.
That's literally the big and you know what?
That's how he ends. That's how Shiggy ends the fight. He reaches out his hand. And he goes, "My hero."
Yeah.
All this time you were really my hero.
Yeah, some shit like that, dude. Watch it happen. I bet you that's gonna happen, bro. That's gonna happen, bro. Heard it here first. But I mean, at the end of the chapter, we see that the floating school is like falling because some villain dude is hacking into it, and then out of nowhere,
random little kid,
La Brava.
Yeah.
I thought she was filler, bro.
Yeah,
I genuinely thought that was filler, bro.
When she was with that other magician
with
guy, right?
Yeah.
Gentle Criminal, bro.
Yeah.
That guy's the man.
I thought that was filler too.
Gentle Criminal, bro.
But it's like why is she relevant again?
Because she's a
hacker, bro.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Yeah. So,
so
we'll
dumb.
see how this goes.
'Cause you were assuming it's gonna help out the villains.
Her?
No.
She's helping the
She's
heroes.
helping the heroes.
I mean, sorry, that's what I meant. Sorry, I meant to say
Yeah.
help them about the
Okay.
heroes. Sorry.
My hero.
No, but
bro.
yo, even Gentle,
No,
like
that's what I meant.
Gentle, he was a character. He was a well done character, because he was someone who wanted to be a hero, and then he just like fucked up, and it forced him to become a villain,
Yeah.
right? Because he wanted to save somebody, and then he ended up putting the air platform that he could make in the wrong spot,
Yeah.
and it killed him. It killed him, right? And his intentions were good, but his actions were wrong, right?
Okay.
So it was like because Deku could have easily been that person where his intentions were good, but he used too much force.
Yeah.
and someone died.
Too much of all for one.
Do you know what I
Or
mean?
whatever.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Bleach finale. 2 episodes. 1 hour
Fire.
special.
Fire.
Some nice clean episodes.
It was a nice backstory for
Crisp.
Ichigo's
Very
prawns.
crisp.
So a lot of the funny scenes were cut out from Bleach.
That's fine.
Which ones?
Yeah.
Which
Which ones, my guy?
Which ones?
You tell me.
You're
You're the guy. You're the
Just some
guy.
significant ones.
Yeah. You tell us.
You
They
told
were
us that it was cut.
There were just some significant ones.
Some.
He's not tripping up. He's like thinking about it.
I'm like, I don't know. It's because the director or whoever the showrunner was like they wanted more serious undertones.
I thought it was Kubo saying that.
Kubo said it?
Kubo is the one.
He's like, he wants more serious undertones.
Eh.
But
It's a war.
yeah.
It's a war. Bro.
Why are you tripping up right now?
Yeah.
I wanted some funny shit.
It's really not that big of a deal. Cause they still had some of those moments.
Yeah.
It's just dialed it down a
But
little.
it's not the
true.
moment that he
It's not the
wanted.
moment that he wanted.
I mean, it's on Disney Plus, so.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, their backstory was nice.
Backstory was great, man.
You
And
know,
I feel
Ishin being Ishin, he said, "Fuck it, dude.
everything
Yeah.
about it. Cause even
Fuck being a captain,
Yeah.
bro."
well, they also showed that, for one thing, that Urahara has been on, like at Karakura Town, since before Ichigo's dad was.
Well, yeah, he's like way older.
Yeah.
But we also know that like the thing that happened with Shinji guys, like the whole
Yeah.
hollow thing, happened before, right? Like so, cause like
Yeah.
remember how earlier we were talking? We obviously know this.
Okay.
I'm talking about for people and like haven't seen it in the anime.
Even in the
Even
anime,
in-
bro.
Or not, no, cause you don't really know the
the
time frame.
timeline. No, you
Especially
don't.
with like remember we talked about like
right.
we don't know when Aizen
That's
became
true.
a squad
That
captain
is
when it
true.
like relevant to like
That
the
is
original
true.
13.
But when the 13 Court Guard squads are there,
Yeah.
Urahara had just become a captain, and you know
Yeah.
who's not a captain then?
Ishin.
Ichigo's dad. So
But-
then we know
but
that it was
again,
post that.
No, cause we don't see Ichigo's dad during that flashback
Yeah,
originally.
Yeah.
So we don't know. We didn't know if Ichigo's dad had already dipped from the Soul Society.
No, but like
This is
he got,
clarifying that.
but like he got banished from the Soul Society.
I know
like
that.
Urahara did, right?
Yeah.
So then like it because he wasn't a captain then, you know that he became captain after.
Yeah, but like we didn't like what I'm saying is we didn't know like until this episode we didn't know that Ishin was there either prior to or after Urahara.
It was
Obviously, it's after.
It was clearly after.
How?
Before too.
What did you say? What did you just say?
Okay, Were you not listening to what I was saying?
No, you said it was clearly before, after.
No, it was clearly after.
Yeah.
That Urahara got banished, that Ishin became a captain.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, if you're saying that they showed that from before this episode happened.
Bro, but even the other chapter, Toshiro was there. Like the episode.
Before this episode and the previous episode.
I'm not. I'm talking about before this flashback even took place.
Like before this season.
Yeah. Before this even took place. Yeah. Now we have like a time frame.
Yeah. Even before, when I was watching the anime, I had thought that though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's like, again, like that's like you just thought that yourself. Now we actually saw it, right? That's all I'm saying. Like, nice to clarify that, because we also read it, so for us this isn't really affecting anything.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true.
That's the point I was making, because we were also talking about, like, again with the original, like where Aizen lines up. Yeah. So like now we're getting like a better like thing,
timeline,
because Urahara was saying that he worked on shit for like 100 years. Yeah. And that's prior to Ishin. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So we know they've been there mad long.
Yeah. So then, how old would have Ishin been if the timeline we didn't know and it was actually before Urahara? And how old would Misaki been?
Yeah. See, then none of it would have added up.
It wouldn't add up.
No, we don't know how they age.
Right, but she's
a human
as a Soul Reaper when they're until that moment.
But
right?
she was a quincy, but still
so
human.
She ages regularly.
She ages regularly.
For her age could just be regular. He could be like hundreds of years old, and then he has to dip. Like,
wait, huh?
Yeah.
So okay, what he's saying is that when you're Soul Reaper, because you age as a Soul Reaper,
you
live for 100 years, right?
Yeah.
So he's saying that Ishin it still doesn't add up, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, because basically, if what you were assuming was true, if you had assumed that Ishin had dipped the Soul Society before Urahara, Urahara and Aizen worked on their shit for hundreds of years.
Yeah, but
that means if he had dipped the Soul Society and he was in the human realm, he would have been over 100 years old.
No, because that could have been 100 years prior to that incident.
That means that Ichigo would be like 100 olds himself.
That incident that happened with Shinji, guys,
right?
That could have happened like even like a year after Ishin dipped, and then Urahara
dipped.
Right? But what I'm saying is just prior to this flashback, we don't really know how.
But it was still 100
we don't know any of that, right? That's all I'm saying is we didn't know any of that. And now in this flashback, we're getting like a time frame, because that was another thing that we brought up earlier.
Wait,
that we didn't know about.
Pause what you just said. If Ishin dipped before Shinji, guys.
Yeah.
And then we have Urahara clearly stating even before that he's been there for a minute.
No, he declared that in this flashback. In this flashback, he's like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we have some context clues for how long Urahara was already like on Earth for.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm like pretty sure we have context clues.
But that 100 years that he's talking about was that you're talking about the 100 years of research he did on Earth or as a Soul Reaper? What are those 100 years referencing? It's so vague. Right.
I mean, even before that, I feel like we have context clues to like let us know how long Urahara's been there.
Okay, so what is it?
No, but like even just looking at the
you say you feel like
no, but even if you look at Bleach, right? Did you think you like genuinely thought Urahara was like younger than Ishin?
I mean, it's possible.
Or like, cause like the knowledge and everything that he had, you're like, yo, this guy's crazy. Like he's been, and then the fact that he got banished from the Soul Society and everything.
I never said I thought that.
Yeah.
I was just saying it's nice to clear it up for the anime watchers.
But even that's what I'm saying. As an anime watcher, I always thought that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I never had to like put it into like time frame. Yeah. Until we brought it up, like, what is the timeline for Bleach when, like, they don't really necessarily give you a timeline.
No, that's true.
All I'm saying is it was nice to bring, like, some sort of a timeline into it, and then you guys just, like, went into this whole other thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I was saying,
sure.
You know?
Sure. Okay, moving on.
We get to, like, Ichigo after learning his parents' backstory. He gets grabbed. He gets kidnapped back to go back, and, they do the Hasechi stuff.
Yep.
And they all just bow. They're like, please, King, take me.
It was so nice, though.
It was.
Like, the way they explained his hollow
power.
Yeah. Just in general. And how, like, they finally explain, like, Zangetsu's not, like, Yawachi or Yuhaba.
Yeah.
Yuhaba.
Yeah. And then Ichigo tries to talk to who he still thinks is Zangetsu.
Yeah.
And, he's like trying to explain that this whole time he's been like holding Ichigo back, and
Which is so crazy, dude. Like, just thinking about
the amount of power he was
back
using.
when like the Aizen fight happened.
Yeah.
And Unohana was like, yo, like this guy's power, like even though he was already like weakened, it was already at like a captain level or beyond captain level.
And it's like, what would have happened if like Yuhaba was never holding him back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
like that was only because that was the amount of
That's
soldier powers he was using was only 20%, right?
Yeah.
It was like something like that. The amount that was able to leak out was the amount that he was using.
Yeah.
So that means like basically 80% of his power was not being used.
Yeah. I don't think they gave a number on it, but like the way they said like it's just whatever was leaking out means it had to be like a lower amount.
Yeah.
And he was really holding back a lot of it.
The only issue is though,
which
like,
is so crazy. Like
against Aizen, if Ichigo had thought he was gonna die, and
like Yuhaba should have like
100%,
like Zangetsu should have like opened it up.
100%.
But so like
that's true.
When Ichigo goes into his final Getsuga, they merge. White and Yuhaba, like the young Yuhaba merge
into like that new form with the horn in it.
Yeah. So
but like
so in a way he did kind of help him.
But it wasn't like
not the same way though.
It wasn't like
but to be fair, it works with what he's thinking because Zangetsu doesn't want him to be a Soul Reaper.
Yeah.
And if he does final Getsuga, he's no longer a Soul Reaper. So
Yeah.
it plays into like that's why at that moment he did like join in and help, right? Because other than that, he was just nerfing him.
Yeah. And then the whole time while they're having their internal conversation, Ichigo's like having the realization, even further realization, and then he sticks his hands into the fire.
Yeah.
And he pulls out.
Bro, can we just real quick? Wait, before you
two
do that, bro.
Swords.
Bro, you know what's really dope though is the scene of like his inner world. It's like all black and white, and then Zangetsu turns into like a blue colored flame sword. And like everything's black and white, but that's just the one thing that's highlighted. Like I think that was really cool that they did the studio. Yeah. But I guess two Zanpakuto.
Two Zanpakuto that disappear.
Yeah, that was just kind of crazy. Like he can materialize as Zanpakuto.
Yeah, I mean it's your soul, right? It makes sense.
No, because nobody else has been able to materialize their Zanpakuto like that.
But it would make sense that you would be able to. It's a part of your soul.
We've never seen it, but sure, it does make sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
But like, it's just because we've never seen it.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird. But like again, like Ichigo's like against all odds. Like he's just a anomaly that was born with like all like a quarter of everything. Which is it's just fucked how insane is the power differences
between him and everyone else.
Between him, and everyone else. Like even.
I mean,
it's crazy, dude.
What do you mean it's crazy?
It's insane. It's almost like too insane.
It's too insane. I feel like he's pretty close to Kenpachi.
I knew he was gonna say Kenpachi.
Yeah,
I was waiting for it.
I was gonna be like, yo, this guy could beat Kenpachi.
I was waiting.
He would have been like.
I was waiting for you to drag it on for him to bring Kenpachi up, bro. I was waiting because that's why I started looking at you. I was like, when is he gonna say Kenpachi?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think he's way beyond that.
Way beyond Kenpachi.
Yeah. I think
Kenpachi.
I think he's way beyond any of the Soul Reapers that we've seen. Like it's
Urahara as well.
That's like, I mean, power wise, yeah.
Power,
but like
for sure.
Aizen
huh?
Aizen too.
Yeah, I mean, he already beat Aizen, so.
Yeah, he dicked him down with half his power.
Yeah.
Technically, Urahara beat him, but you know.
Well, Urahara sealed him. Ichigo weakened him enough to where he could be sealed.
It's just crazy.
Like
how
Kenpachi with Kenpachi if he had his Bankai.
Yeah, man. Are you not like for sure, bro? Are you not seeing how strong Ichigo was?
Interesting.
You don't think so? You don't think so? You think
final
Kenpachi's beating Ichigo?
If Ichigo
hold on, you think Kenpachi's beating Ichigo?
Wait.
Tell me this right now, bro.
Ichigo goes final Getsuga right now.
You think he's beating
against Kenpachi?
Yeah.
No. You don't think he's beating Kenpachi?
You're saying, like with his hold on. Are you saying with his both blades?
Yeah. Like what we no.
Okay.
Take away the fucking both blades. What we saw Ichigo this 1,000-year blood war. No. Final year blood war. What we have.
Yeah.
This Ichigo with like the after the full bringing and everything.
Okay. Yeah.
That Ichigo goes final Getsuga.
Against Bankai Kenpachi?
Yeah.
I still think Kenpachi.
You're wild, dude.
Yeah, I think Kenpachi.
I don't know what to say, man. He's on your couch.
What do you mean, bro?
He's on the same couch as you, bro. I got
I think you guys are vastly underestimating Kenpachi's Rocky.
No.
I think you're vastly underestimating the main character.
You're underestimating the main character, bro. Like, what are you talking about, dude? The same guy who said Zoro can take on Bleach. What, bro? You're lying to me, man.
Nah,
You're lying to me, dude.
You're vastly overestimating or underestimating Kenpachi.
I mean, we all know where like the manga's gone and everything.
Yeah, we'll talk about it
So,
off the pod so we can go full-fledged manga.
Talk about it.
About it.
Okay.
Chainsaw Man 115.
Yeah. So we're covering 2 Chainsaw Man chapters this week.
Yeah, because we didn't do it last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one was kind of funny. We had Asa just like talking to basically the guy that bullied her.
Yeah.
And you start realizing this guy's not actually Chainsaw Man.
No.
This motherfucker got it surgically planted in his body.
I mean, obviously we knew it. We
No,
thought he was another
no,
devil
No.
or some shit.
What we thought
But,
it was cooler, honestly.
Yeah, we did think it was cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
Yeah. No, I just want to see that, bro.
Fucking poser.
And then and then this guy starts screaming out like, "Yo, save me, Chainsaw Man!" And then it switches to like Denji and Yoshida, and they're having a conversation.
Yeah.
And like Yoshida basically asks Denji a pretty important question. He's like, "If would you eat the death devil for us?"
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And kind of just leaves it there. He doesn't really let Denji answer or
yeah.
anything. It was kind of like a question that like would lead into something
Would
in
you
the
say
future.
it's similar to like when Makima asked him to kill the gun devil?
That one was more so like an order in a way, but like because like she had control,
she was, like,
but she had control over
control.
Denji.
She did have
Bro,
control,
because if
but it's-
Denji eats the death devil, everyone forgets what death is, right? Essentially.
do they forget death or they forget about their fear of death?
Right. So
Like,
then
I think that's weird.
it's weird how that plays out then, because.
So is he really gonna be able to? But
then everyone would just be weird.
We talked about how the death devil would be one of the strongest ones.
Oh, 100%.
And it would be the one that just stays in hell.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like it wouldn't
like
leave
who's
hell.
killing it? 100%. Yeah.
But like Denji could go into hell and eat it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
like
it's just kind of getting ready for another hell arc, and like everyone's been wanting power back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing to note though, I know I sent this in the group chat or like on Shueisha's website or something.
Yeah.
Denji's listed as a supporting character now.
Yeah.
And not
Yeah.
as
not
a
the
main character.
Yeah.
Which honestly, like,
I'm
how do
cheesed
you feel?
about.
You're cheesed about it.
Oh, did you see what I sent in the thing?
No.
I mean,
What'd you
briefly read
say?
it. I briefly read
Vent,
it.
bro.
I
Let
just
it all out.
I mean I didn't really say much. I just
Oh.
called, I said it was an L.
Yeah.
And then
You didn't say that much.
and then one of our boys was like, "Yo, let Fujimoto cook."
Exactly.
And I was just like, "No."
I'm on board with what he's saying.
And I said,
Let
"No."
Fuji-
Let Fujimoto cook.
But
bro.
then
'Cause, like, again,
but then even he saw it later. He's like, oh, "Okay, yeah, like I see what you're saying, but like give it like a couple more chapters." But I was just like, I don't know, bro.
I think I'm okay with him being a side character.
No, I'm not.
Just cause
It's literally called Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
no, but just cause it's just cause we already had part 1 do such a great job, where it's like
No,
how much of
like,
it is like your own kind of like bias, where like you so desperately
is it a bias or do I see Denji as a better main character, like a
Maybe that too.
a main
Maybe
character?
Right, but
too.
then
But if
allow them to build up Asa, right?
And if we're
Okay,
talking about the
let's consider
if we're doing this
we're
Four Horsemen of the
we're about like
Apocalypse,
18 chapters into this part 2.
Right.
What, like 18 chapters into part 1,
Yeah.
I was already sold on Denji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. You could even
this is
argue.
different. This isn't trying
No,
to.
I know,
but
I
you
know.
could even
People watching
argue-
part 2 are already sold on Chainsaw Man as a whole,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
Chainsaw, like the part 1 was made. Like the first 18 chapters are made to like, okay, I need to get them hooked into the series,
Yeah.
so that they read the rest of the series.
Now
You're
you're
this
hooked.
deep, you're already in here, so I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, these are dedicated
Dude,
fans.
it's kind of
so I
like
can just like do whatever, you know.
the reason why I'm not chapter about it is because to me it's like I remember when I explained it to other people getting into Chainsaw Man, I was like, it's almost like JoJo's in the way that they're doing the parts.
Yeah.
And in part 3, we have Joseph being sidelined, like he's not the main
he's
character,
Not the main character. Yeah.
and it's Jotaro.
Yeah.
In the same way, so that's why I'm like it's okay because we
Yeah,
already had
that's
so
what
much.
it makes a lot of sense for me too. But the thing is,
Exactly.
18 chapters in, you were fucking with like Aki and Power so much.
Yeah.
More so than I am with Asa.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But he's probably he's probably taking it in a different way because we don't even have like a trio built up with Asa yet. We don't really have like we don't know who's actually gonna be a part of her squad
It's
or
probably
if
gonna be
she's
her,
gonna
Yoshida,
have a squad.
her Yoshida, I'd guess. and
Denji.
But even like Yoshida wasn't introduced right away. He was introduced like 5 chapters in,
No, it's
or at
true.
least. And even that one
No,
girl,
wait.
Yoko, what's her name?
Yoshida's in the first chapter. He wants to be her boyfriend, or she's like, "Yo, be my boyfriend."
That was like second chapter,
Oh, yeah,
I think.
see?
But,
Right
like,
away, though.
You know
Yeah.
Yoko,
Yeah.
like the girl with the was it Justice Devil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she like fucks off.
somewhere. Yeah.
Well, she
Right?
died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like she fucks off.
Yeah, she died.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but like
again,
so
Someone killed her.
so like what are you trying to say though?
What I'm saying is like it's the structure of part 2. We should not expect the same structure from
No,
as
of
part
No,
course.
1.
we already knew that.
But the way you're saying Aki and Power, like we're hooked on these characters.
No,
Like,
I didn't say
I
Aki
was
power.
saying that
I'm talking
I
about
liked-
I'm particularly talking about the main character. He said Aki
And that's-
power.
No, I'm saying when we were 18 chapters deep in Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
You're like I already liked those characters 18 chapters deep
Yeah.
more so than Asa.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
that's
like
fair.
how
But
is
you
she
could-
not? How is she like
As a main character.
as a main character
you
more
could-
likable than these two side characters?
You could make the case though that what we like from Denji,
Yeah.
other people didn't.
Okay.
Because
That's
he's
true.
right, like
That's true.
the type of character he is. Other people
Yeah.
it might not mesh well with him, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
might just like Asa more.
No, because like I was talking to somebody and they're
Right?
like, "Yo, Denji literally gives off like he's a side character, but in a main character's plot.
And
Like
even
in terms of like the actions and shit he does.
like
You know what I
the-
mean? Like if like a main character
And,
would
like,
do
his-
shit to push the plot forward,
Mm-hmm.
Denji just does whatever the fuck he wants to do.
And like his
Mhm.
chaoticness
Right?
and stuff. It's
yeah.
like it's kind of like he's
But, like, that
creating-
kinda-
he wants to establish different main characters that aren't just a rehash. Like
No, yeah.
for
of
him
course.
to create Asa like a female protagonist,
yeah.
like if he does anything like similar to Denji, like you're gonna get the people that are gonna be like, yo,
No,
this is a
of
rehash
course,
of
of
part
course.
1.
No, and I think Asa's gonna become a likable character. We just gotta wait on it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We just gotta
yeah,
wait
yeah.
on it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I'm like
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Like especially with the JoJo's thing. Like I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
like, he knows what he's doing. Like let him do it, because we're still enjoying reading this. We might not love Asa, but I fuck with like the War Devil and just like the other devils that they're adding into
Yeah.
this. Like it's still like the concepts are still proper. Right?
Yeah, but like concepts are proper, but like like even if we do compare it to like part 1, it's it's a shell of what it was before.
Yeah, but it's like it's tough because it's kind of like I guess you could say this is a sequel, and when you think of it as like a sequel, it's like how often do sequels really hold up to the original? Because like
But it's a continuation of
'Cause
like the same universe, right?
because
Yeah.
here's the other thing though. When we all read Chainsaw Man
Yeah.
Part 1,
Yeah.
not a single one of us knew where the fuck this was going.
True.
You're reading it just snowballs, and you're like, where the
Yeah.
fuck is this going?
Yeah.
We're actually able to sit here for Part 2 and think about where this is gonna go,
Yeah, yeah.
because he like had already done that shit in Part 1, right?
Right.
So I think maybe that's probably why it's not holding up the same. Because now that we're used
So
to,
far.
now that we're like used to Chainsaw Man, it's like
Mhm.
it's different expectations and different like way of looking at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's okay to let him just do what he's doing, because it's still kind of cool.
Well,
I think Asa's he's trying to show Asa as like a deeper character. Like
Yeah.
with their character development and everything, whereas Denji,
Yeah,
he wasn't like that, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Denji does have like those little bits of reflection that he has,
mm-hmm.
but I think he's definitely going in a different route with Asa.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but still, personally, I main character wise, Denji's
That's
still
fine.
better. Even as a supporting
Like you like Denji
character,
more.
he's way better than Asa.
Yeah,
Just
that's
this
fine.
part.
But like part 1 was, even with like the twist with Makima being the villain,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like that's something like you can't expect him to do the same thing now. So now it's got to be like he's got
Well,
to
I'm not talking
he's
about
got to like
Makima
he's got to
or
still
anything
turn
like that.
everything on its head and still like, like it's
But-
he's in a tough position.
Not
in that
really.
way.
Not really.
Why not?
What do you mean?
Because he needs to make the story interesting. He's still doing his like his cinematic stuff that he gets from like Western culture.
So he can't do an interesting story with Denji as a main character.
no, he can.
Basically, do the same shit that's going on with the
But he
famine
probably, like-
devil, death and stuff.
Oh, he could.
Well, but think about
He could.
He
think-
could.
but
He
think
could
about-
totally write it in an
think- no, but
interesting,
he could.
entertaining
Oh,
way.
he could.
But that time that he took between part 1 and part 2,
Yeah.
and when he did the one shot and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, like he like tried to figure out like the best route to take for this part 2.
Sure.
Because if he really wanted to, he would have had Denji as the main character, and maybe like he's sidelined for now, and then later he'll be, because he's felt sidelined the whole time. All of part 2, he's felt sidelined. So
Well, other than the 52-page chapter he gave him, but
like the one chapter.
I mean, that felt like a sideline too.
I mean like overall, like it just he never felt like he was back as main character. We talked about him like, oh, like
Yeah.
maybe he's gonna come back as main character,
Sure.
but like he had never once like he never got to that point. Where he
Well,
felt
so
like the main
far,
character.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm still okay. I'm still on like on boat with it, you know.
So going back into the chapter after this large tangent.
Yeah. Yeah, the other thing I should mention, Yoshida had a phone, but he
Yeah.
was just like, he didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Denji goes and meets up, or finds Asa.
He's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
telling, or he's also telling, like Denji was saying, like he can't kill the devil because like he can't physically see it.
Yeah. Because he
Right.
has to like pull up on it.
He has to pull up on it and fight
Yeah.
it, but they're just stuck in this thing,
Mm-hmm.
so he can't really do shit against it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Denji goes and he pulls up on Asa, and they're talking about like, I guess because she can't eat fish.
Yeah.
And then Denji pulls up a starfish. He's like, you need a starfish, 'cause I guess he was actually listening to what Asa was saying.
Yeah.
And then, we come to chapter 116.
Bro, Denji's got Riz, bro.
W is.
Yeah, and
actually.
Asa has negative.
Just real quick. So Chainsaw Man chapter.
116.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
basically,
Denji, like we said, Denji does sit with Asa.
Yeah.
And they start talking about, what's edible and what's not.
becoming friends and shit.
Mhm.
And shit.
Mhm.
And then, they're like, okay, you can't eat fish. Fine, let's eat fucking starfishes and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And they kind of, they get out, and start cooking up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Start cooking. Let them cook, bro. Let them cook. And then,
Let Fujimoto cook.
no. And it's called Chainsaw Man, by the way. If you guys didn't know. So yeah, they're eating the starfish and shit, and then she does like a thing where she eats like a fish, I guess, rather than
The starfish.
the starfish. And then he was like, you know what? I fuck with you.
Yeah.
I
Like,
fuck
he's
with
like,
you.
you're not that bad. You're actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like the shit she says is boring, but like the way she acts and shit,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
fun.
And then
And and she kind of gets like, she actually gets like really happy over that.
Yeah. W Riz.
what
Yeah.
what did that remind you of?
Power.
Yeah.
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 And we
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely
it
did.
did.
Yeah.
Remind you of that too?
Mhm.
And
But
so she also asked Denji like, why he's like stealing and shit.
Yeah, and then kind of
And
sees that like he's got there's more to him.
There's more to him.
'Cause
He's
yeah.
so he's like he's doing it because he has like a little friend or a sister in a way,
Yeah.
and she's really smart, and he wants her to go to college and just live a better life than like what he's lived. And it's just like adding to like
Yeah, his
Denji's character and how
Yeah.
it's
so much
evolved
more,
and
so much more.
Yeah.
like how good it's gotten.
Like he's like he's got like responsibilities now,
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
and like it's more. I like it more for Asa's perspective because she had written him off as like
A criminal.
Yeah,
like a shitty
right?
dude.
he's like a shitty
Yeah.
guy, and now she's like actually like she's gonna actually start to, like him and stuff, and
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be like a whole thing now.
They're gonna fuck. What?
get closer, and then Yoru's gonna be like,
Yeah.
let's do some shit.
Yeah. No.
I-
Asa was like surprised, or she's like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit!" Like I totally read this dude
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Because I can see her like learning from him,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe. And then then they have the moment where like they're like, "Yo, let's go steal more money and shit," right?
Yeah,
And then
but she was just on board with randomly. She's like, "Fuck yeah, let's just like." And cause I was wondering where it's
where it's
heading.
going.
Like,
And
where is
then
this heading?
they go steal their money, and then she buys the aquarium.
And they even talk about it like, like doesn't matter if the logic's flawed,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like just work with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's kind of like how
Well,
Chainsaw Man is.
Well, 'cause she was
Yeah,
like,
right?
I'll fulfill any request after, which Denji's like, hell
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
hell
he
yeah.
better touch some titties
Yeah.
or something.
And yeah, so she basically buys the aquarium, and then
Now that she
because now
owns
she
it,
owns it, it's one of her possessions. She's
Yeah.
she's
gonna turn
she's
into a
gonna make it
weapon.
into a weapon.
Yeah.
So like the last page is like aquarium spear,
Yeah.
which is because now it's like
How big is that gonna be?
that's the thing though, because Devil made it infinite.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, how is this gonna
An infinity spear.
I don't fucking
An
know.
infinity stone?
Because this is a way to like give her like a really broken.
Loki's spear?
All right, bro.
Does Loki have a spear?
In
The
the
staff.
yeah.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Anyways, I could see it like, well, one thing is either when she turns into a spear, it's gonna get rid of the devil's effect,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then they're
Probably
gonna
gonna turn-
they're
I
gonna
think
see,
she's gonna end up getting 2 spears.
they're gonna see the devil, and then they're just gonna fight him.
Yeah.
Do you think Denji
Fin-
just goes off? Because now he can see the Eternity Devil.
I feel like this is the time to let Asa go.
Because last time, because he said it when he was with Yoshida, he's like, the last time I beat the Eternity Devil was because it came to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This time the Eternity Devil's staying away.
Yeah, but when she turns into Aquarium Spear, I think like let her go off for a bit, and then I think like it's not gonna be needed.
I think she's gonna have 2 spears, bro.
Does Denji know that she's War Devil?
No.
Exactly. So then this would be the.
So, but I think she's gonna have 2 spears.
She told Denji to like turn away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think she's gonna have 2 spears, an Aquarium Spear.
Yeah.
And then the
Eternity Devil. But she doesn't own the Eternity Devil.
But it's
she could turn it
inside
into something.
it's inside the aquarium, and she owns the aquarium, so you could just kind of like.
So then, but like that means like anybody in the aquarium.
Maybe an extended effect of it, where like if
but
you get hit by if you get hit by the
with the actual aquarium.
it could be like if
right?
you get hit.
It's just his effect,
It's
right?
just his effect.
I thought it was just his effect, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it could also be like if she turns that into a spear, when that spear hits you, it's gonna be like a kind of like how Aki had that sword.
It takes like time or something.
So in the same way with the Eternity, like it would do something.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because that was from the Cursed Devil, right?
What
Aki's sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Or the nail. Sorry. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't the sword
angels.
made by from like
It was Angel
Angel?
sword. Because anyone who touches Angel gets years taken off their life.
But then in the like.
So that's why every time he used the sword, he would lose years off
But
his
then
life.
why was it like being flicked like that?
Because it is a cursed like devil. Like I guess they forged it in a way where it was like that. But maybe Angel was the one that forged it. I can't remember.
Okay.
It was.
But
Angel.
there was
I'm
something
pretty
that
sure it
like
was
Angel had something to do with like it.
I thought Angel had.
Because Angel's
his
power.
Or her
Angel's
sword.
Well, Angel's power is like, if you touch it, you lose years off your life.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
But I thought Angel had his own sword that was like that too.
Yeah, but he was able to create that, and he gave that to Aki.
Okay.
That's what I remember. That he
Because
like he was able to create.
the manga it said Cursed Devil, but I could be wrong.
No.
But what was this Cursed Devil like? Well,
Because
it is a cursed like the pin, the nail.
Yeah.
It is a cursed devil, but like
I think that was. Maybe that was a contract.
I
That's
feel
part
like,
of the contract. Maybe,
I feel like
and it's kind of just
could be
like
part of the contract.
it's just a way to
but the
signify
person that made the sword was like Angel or some shit.
it was a way to like signify like every time he would use it, it's like the flick was like to take years off his life. Like
well,
it's like
the flick was like the amount of times he strike the person, and like a certain amount of strikes he had to reach before the cursed devil's like effect would kick in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then it seemed like he made a contract with the Cursed Devil there.
I guess,
so
yeah.
He could also make a contract with the Angel Devil.
He could. Well, it could be a contract with the Cursed Devil, so he can use Angel's weapon or even touch the weapon in a way where it
maybe
works.
it's like a situation where like the Cursed Devil just resides in the sword.
Okay,
Yeah.
could be. We just don't know.
And then I guess kind of going into the aquarium.
I mean, if we go back, we
and then if we go into the aquarium spear, like if the Eternity Devil's part of that spear now. Like that could mean something for us as like, like actually being strong.
She stabs them and they just get stuck in an infinite loop.
Could be
the infinite Sukuna.
Yeah,
infinite, bro.
It could be anything like that.
Yeah, just a genjutsu, right?
Yeah.
Even if it was like only for like a brief second, but your mind like, like literally the Tsukuyomi.
Yeah. Oh, chances Denji dies.
Right now?
Anytime.
I don't think he dies.
I want to see him in hell again.
I don't think he dies. I mean, even if he dies, he comes back.
The only part of it, like the reason why it seemed not maybe like it was like a death flag, but the way Yoshida asked Denji to like, would you eat the death devil for us? Was like almost like it was weird in a way. For one, it was weirdly placed.
Yeah.
Two, it was
to me. I felt like it was like a Makima situation where this is kind of like, it's a way to like send them on. Like have a path like for the story to go. Yeah. In a way, like not like a concrete thing, but kind of like how like the Gun Devil in part 1 was like, sure that's the goal, but it wasn't really the goal.
Yeah.
Same thing, right? So that's kind of the goal, but then we're gonna see development from Asa, and it's gonna like take it in a different way.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the way I saw it. So like it could be totally different, but
let's just keep Denji the main character.
Okay, Chainsaw Man.
Anime?
The finale. The finale.
This was my favorite episode.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
This episode was fire.
It beat out the.
I think the Makima one was my favorite.
It did.
No,
for me, crazy. This beat out.
Because that was the same time that Aki was going off with his shit.
Yeah.
Nah, this
Did
one.
you like it because the Spider-Man 2 reference?
It was barely. Yo, people pulling their strings for these references, man.
No, I didn't even. What was Spider-Man 2?
Yeah,
Just
just
how they're
they
fighting
fought
on
on
the
top of
bus.
the train.
Yeah.
No.
On the train.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's why you
didn't
liked it.
catch that.
Oh, I thought that's why you liked
No.
it.
It's not. It's not even.
It's not really a reference, but it
Yeah.
was just like people were just putting the parallels.
No, I just really like the way it was directed and everything,
Yeah.
and the soundtrack. Everything was just so like I don't know. As I was watching the episode, I was like,
It's
"Wow,
nice.
this is so nice. Like
Yeah.
this is so good."
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the ending of it too, where they're fucking kicking the shit out of
Yeah.
what's his
That,
name.
yeah, I fucking love that shit.
That
Even in
was
the manga,
so
even in the
good.
manga,
that was so
when
good.
they're like,
Yeah.
yo, like let's have
Yeah,
a contest.
like,
I just kick the shit out of his nuts, bro.
Like the action to the funniness in this
Yeah.
episode,
It was nice.
everything was so good. So I'm
Mhm.
like, bro, 100%. This is my favorite episode.
Okay,
Nice.
Yeah.
solid.
Nice.
What's your guys' favorite episode in the
Are
series?
you- I
It's
mean-
definitely the one where
Makima goes off and Aki's
yeah,
like,
Himeno
off,
gets
those guys all
shot
going
and
off,
yeah,
like everything.
There was just too much happening in that one
Yeah.
episode. Like it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
wild episode.
for real.
Because I really liked in this episode when he it would like switch. It was during I think when he was fighting the Ghost Devil, and the
Mhm.
Ghost Devil gives him like
The cigarette.
the cigarette,
Yeah,
right? And I swear he has a flashback to Himeno,
Mhm.
and it's like
that's at the beginning though.
it like but it like switches back and forth between.
And then he's like walking on like flowers and shit.
yeah. No, but it like switches back and forth.
Okay.
That was just so dope the way
Yeah.
they did that. I was like, damn, this is
Yeah.
crazy. And like I think that's like the director style or
Fujimoto style.
yeah, I don't know.
He just got in there, started fucking animating, whipping shit up.
Yeah, whatever it was,
That's what you
but like that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
It was a
did
good-
Did you guys watch like post credit? I guess. Let's go back. So you watched you watched the post credit.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I did watch the post credit scene.
Yeah.
Where like
Yeah.
it just felt really nice to tie everything together after Himeno died.
Yeah,
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Aki just like smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
yeah.
It was a nice cigarette.
Yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen 209.
Oh, hold on, Black Clover, my guy.
Oh fuck me.
Shit. I mean,
That's on me right there.
do we need to talk about Black Clover?
Yeah, do we need to? I'm kidding.
No, we should. It's actually a good chapter.
So yeah, like we thought, the dragon was defeated.
Yeah,
Ichika questions whether Asta was ever needed.
yeah.
And then we have
Instant blitz.
Yeah, sister
Yeah,
basically
that
says,
was wild.
"Bitch, you thought that's all I had?"
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Literally like that though.
Okay.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen.
No, she put in word.
Mm.
But
He.
I thought it was the girl.
No, bro. He's using
Oh, the guy,
ice.
the
He was using ice and spatial
Oh,
magic.
yeah. Okay.
And he fucking froze everyone. Like,
Mm.
so there's 5 of the or 6
Ryuzen.
Ryuzen.
Yeah.
He froze 4 of them.
Yeah.
And then Ichika.
Ichigo was about to get pulled up on.
Sorry, no, Ichika, and then the one who had the snow bunny transformation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They both end up surviving.
Mhm.
So it makes sense because she was also using ice. That how did you not like dodge this shit,
Mhm.
right? But like instantly just fucking washed.
Dude.
And again, going back to what I said like two podcasts ago now, hierarchy change. Bro,
Yeah.
like, fucking paladins now.
Yeah,
are
yeah.
insane. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
the hierarchy of the DC universe is about to
Relax,
change.
relax, relax,
Yeah,
relax.
relax.
That was last episode.
Yeah.
Go watch our filler episode.
Yeah.
Then the beast magic guy, he does his thing, and like
Yeah.
his whole thing is like he can also manipulate like or take your bad memories and make them into like your worst
L-
nightmare
like,
type
no,
of
no,
beast. in a
he
way.
can manifest them into real.
Yeah.
Well, no, he
So he
summons
meant-
a beast that's called the Boogeyman, and the Boogeyman.
Boogeyman
Yeah,
does that.
I mean that's his.
Yeah.
That's but is that that's his, like
Yeah,
his
yeah.
magic.
So then one of
effect or
them is scared
whatever,
of spiders, or
No,
was it
it's like
spiders?
a frog.
right? It was like it was a
Frogs,
frog.
frogs,
Yeah.
frogs, sorry.
Yeah, and
Scared of
she's like-
frogs, and she
yeah.
starts tripping the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then
Ichigo's scared of her
Ichika's
dad.
dad. She
Yeah.
And
sees
then-
her dad as a beast,
And
and
then
then
that
we
triggers-
start getting old memories that have been
And
locked
that's what we were talking
away.
about, though, right? We mentioned that. We mentioned that like early, like as soon as like she started hating on Yami,
Been saying.
right? Holy, I mean, like,
Bro, we
it had to
literally,
be this way.
we
It had to be
literally
this way.
said like, yo,
Yeah.
what if there's like a demon that possessed X, Y, and Z, and he had to
Yeah.
fucking do whatever.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
in actuality, her father forced her to take
a drug.
a oni pill.
Yeah.
is what they call it, and she was the one that slaughtered her
Her
entire
own,
clan.
yeah, and then
And
Yami
then
was
Yami
like,
took it as like, no, it was me.
yeah.
Well, no, so we
Fucking
see
dope.
Ichika and like her dad, and like we see that he's like, yo, my clan, like I need my clan to be at the top. Like
Yeah.
like see, look at how we've fallen. Like I
Yeah.
can't keep living like this.
Yeah.
And then he does the pill thing, The thing is, he made it seem like he gave Yami the pill as well.
Yeah.
But when you look in the inner memory, it looked like Yami was holding it back.
Yeah.
It's because when he's talking to Ichigo, like when their dad is talking to Ichigo, he's kind of like, you had so much like so much power inside of you.
Well,
like,
he was like,
like
at first he's like, you're useless, and then he's like, oh, I didn't know you were this strong.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
No,
So-
like, you are my daughter. Like,
Yeah,
of course you
yeah.
are. Type shit.
But like common Yami W, bro.
Yeah.
Of
Fucking
course.
what a
Yeah.
G, bro. He's like, nah, it was me. You
I-
don't have to take any of that.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering like if the fandom itself like really like if they expected what we expected, because that's literally like it went that way.
I feel like you kind of had to.
Yeah.
Especially because like again, like I haven't been watching or reading it like as long as you guys have.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So like so like you know, because I feel like for long time watchers or readers, like they'd
Yeah.
have to like that's something they'd have to be like, hey, Yami's like straight up solid guy. Like you'd have to see this.
Yeah.
Like it is the only way it could really go out, like plan out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought it was a good
It's just a
chapter.
solid chapter.
Mhm.
Yeah. and
This
it's
is definitely
because-
better than
'cause then
like.
you had
Remember how I had a problem with
Yeah,
like,
you
the
did.
other chapter?
You
This
did.
one was definitely a better comeback.
100%.
Yeah, because then you also had Asta pull up and
Yeah.
save her.
He did.
Yeah.
And she thought it
Right.
was.
And she thought,
Yami.
she thought it was Yami for a
Yeah.
second.
Which that was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was
Now
like,
we guys,
yo,
we're gonna see how he grew in that little.
Yeah.
bit.
Mm-hmm.
he's trained and shit.
That'll be fire.
Big boy. Jujutsu Kaisen 209.
Yeah.
So we go back in time a little bit. He said, rewind that motherfucker. Go back.
The banger chapter?
What?
I'm just wondering. Before we go in,
What?
is it a banger chapter?
It was close. I wouldn't say it was like a banger.
Fair.
Yeah, I would say it was
Solid.
bombastic.
Okay.
Crazy. So like I said, we go back. We go back in time before the whole Yuki
Yeah.
situation happens, and we see this invasion of like the military and
Yeah,
Like-
they're fucking shit up.
yeah.
They're in that. It's so
Bro.
weird to see.
Right away, Gagey introduces a new female character who's a badass.
Wait, was it?
Wait, which one?
That was a guy.
No, I'm pretty sure it says female, bro.
I don't know.
I don't like the
The military
bronze?
one.
Huh?
Bronze, silver, or what?
The military?
Yeah, what
military-
place
not
did
sure.
they come in?
They're in third place.
Yeah, that's bronze.
Yeah,
Here's that's the guy.
it's a female, no?
The haircut looked like a guy.
Yeah, but then the dialogue said, if only I was pretty," or some shit.
Anywho,
Okay.
You guys can say that.
I don't know.
All right.
I'm not gonna confirm or deny. But yeah, so Kenjiku was talking about how like they can only teleport into the colony, or you can't teleport into the colony outside the calling games,
Mhm.
like calling games ordinary procedures, unless you answer Kogane's call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Urume's like, yo, isn't that just like a bug?
Yeah.
And Kenjiku's just like, yo, don't talk shit about my game.
Yo, but here's the interesting thing though, because they're walking in that little palace or something.
Where are they walking?
I don't know where that is.
That's a Zenin trading site.
No
Is it?
way.
Where Maki and Mai
Okay.
fight
What?
Ogi.
Yeah, cause
Yeah, 'cause guess who? 'Cause when Kenjiku's like summons a curse
Yeah.
and tells him to clean it up, whose body is he telling to clean up?
He's like eating something.
It's probably Ogi's body.
Oh shit.
'Cause remember, Maki took Mai's body.
Yeah.
Who else's body would be left around that area?
Yeah.
The training site. It would be Ogi,
Oh shit.
Maki's dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. And like when
I
you
didn't
when
catch
you
that.
I didn't
actually,
catch that.
Yeah.
and what's even funnier or like crazier?
Funny.
Funny.
Not
That's
funnier.
hilarious.
Crazier. In this chapter, Urume says that like this is a prime place for Sukuna's
That's what I
bath.
was saying too. That's what I was
Yeah.
saying too.
Yeah.
Guess what Maki's arc was essentially called? It was called like perfect preparation.
Mm.
Like that whole area when
Yeah,
she was
so
there.
Now you like that little mini arc?
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
Wait, no, I'm talking about
Before.
Before.
Ah, okay.
It
Like
was
when she wiped the clan.
perfect preparation,
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
right?
That's
So it
crazy.
has like this weird tie.
Tie in.
Yeah.
Because like now it's because she did that. There's now
Now he can
preparation
pull
for when
off the
Sukuna.
this thing.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But the point, like I guess we talked about it like I don't know how, like 3 pods ago maybe, but now it's like the relevance between Sukuna and like what they're doing now. Because why are they making this place for him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like
Mhm.
we always thought of it as like a side thing, that like it benefited him and it's nice that he's there, but it never really mattered whether he was there or not. Like to a certain extent, like he didn't really care because he could still push his Kajaku could still push his agenda forward.
Well, yeah, that's
But now-
there's definitely two different agendas going on though.
Mhm.
Sukuna has his own agenda, while Kenjaku has his own.
Yeah, but that girl,
Urame,
yeah, the one that's talking to
yeah,
Kenjaku was saying like this
she-
is perfect for Sukuna. So
she works under Sukuna.
Yeah.
but she's working with Kenjaku too at the same time.
She's probably trying to use Kenjaku for
But
like,
he knows it. Like this
Sukuna.
is like she's saying these words. Like it's not like a thought bubble. Like she was saying these things.
yeah.
and
I
Kenjaku's
mean,
like,
they
I-
probably had their agreement, knowing that Urame wanted not
Like
Kenjaku,
Sukuna to come
Sukuna back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever's going on with like her side is like her
Totally
own
different.
plot
Yeah.
versus what Kenjaku's doing is his own.
Okay.
Because when Urame and
That's fair.
Sukuna meet in Shibuya, they talk about like, is it time?
Is it
Yeah,
time?
yeah, I know, I know.
Yeah.
But that's why I was wondering like
So it's like this whole time
because this is more
Urame's been alive. There's been some sort of plot that's been going on to bring
But this
Sukuna
is-
back.
Yeah.
the difference because in Shibuya that was like behind Kenjaku's back. You could think of it as behind his back because
Yeah.
he wasn't there when they had this meeting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is like in front of Kenjaku and she's like Lord Sukuna is gonna come like so it's kind of like yeah
we
they
know-
probably had an agreement
They had an agreement.
for her to work with him.
Yeah.
that, like this would be like he would
The
help.
end game would be Sukuna would come back
Exactly,
type of shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's probably thinking that, yo, I'm trying to use this guy, while Kenjaku's probably thinking I'm trying to use her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and then she starts trying to evaluate Kenjaku's plan, or like try to explain what it is.
Yeah.
And she's like Kenjaku's plan isn't to like help these countries.
Yeah.
It's basically to create more chaos and curse energy in the colonies before merging with Tengen. And he's
Yeah.
like he gave her like 60 points or something.
Yeah.
Yo, and that was it Angel?
Yeah, she
She's
was
the
the
one
exact
who's-
same thing.
Yeah.
She's the one talking about it.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. She
Like
was.
she-
Well, you swap back and you see that Urame,
she's-
what
she breaks it
Kenjaku
down.
states and what
Angel
Angel
says
starts
the same thing.
stating is like the exact same
exact
thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're like,
That's
okay,
kinda
Angel's
crazy.
smart as fuck.
Yeah.
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 And yeah, so then we see Remy getting attacked,
Yeah, they
Uh,
pulled up on.
and we see the other guy, one of other Renji's guys, saying that like maybe this is what Renji was talking about this whole time, or Reggie, sorry,
Reggie.
Reggie's
Renji
talking
talking
about like this whole time
Yeah.
about a bomb being dropped,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
because they had the flashback
Yeah.
to that.
and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
who
And
we
they
also
pull up.
we also did see Higgy, like a panel of him.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, he was there,
Mhm.
but
And then Megumi.
so then we see like a soldier who might be of importance later.
Yeah.
Savage as fuck.
Savage.
She killed the helicopter dude
So quick.
from like when Yuji first joined the calling games,
Yeah. Yeah.
and just took his brain. Said
Yeah.
fuck the body,
Yeah.
fuck taking him alive,
Yeah.
killed him and just took his brain, because
Yeah.
that's the important part,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So I think she's gonna they.
Get a power.
Yeah.
Like a CT.
CT for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
See it.
Yeah.
Eat the brain.
On some Merum shit.
I don't know.
And like you said,
Megumi.
Angel was basically explaining the whole plot,
Yeah.
and then the whole group runs into some military.
Yeah.
And you see-
Megumi's like, I'm gonna just ask him straight up.
You
at
see,
this point.
I mean, it's just cool to see how like both Yuji and Megumi, just like how like they just went instantly into their mode.
Yeah.
Yuji went straight into the fighting, kicks a fucking grenade back.
Yeah.
You see
crazy.
Megumi, and he's like, all right, like what's going on? Like what's the plot? He starts thinking,
of
right?
it.
Yeah,
He's like
yeah.
hiding behind like a column or something.
Yeah, and then he's like,
Yeah.
fuck it, let me just ask them
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the funny shit, the comedy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, for one, they're here because of me, because I'm
Yeah.
not popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second thing was when he was being shot at, he was just on the spot doing the like Russian
Yeah.
dance or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're just missing all bullets, bro. Yo, this guy's too OP.
he's
so OP. Yeah.
He's too OP.
He's a fuck- I
But
love
yo,
him. He's
but it's
hilarious.
gonna be great now because now we're actually gonna get to sit with Yuji and Megumi guys for a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Like I hope it.
See some CT develop.
Because that was
Yeah.
like it makes sense. Like that was the whole reason for them to kind of skip back a little or go back a
Yeah.
little bit.
Sure, yeah.
And then play it out. So they're gonna catch that up at like the same point,
Because
right?
they had said that like the reason why he entered or he wanted the bodies to enter there is because when they die they release
Curse
the most
energy.
curse energy.
Curse energy, yeah.
So what is
Moment
the
of death.
point of having like
All
let's
that
say
curse energy.
in each colony
to conjure up
Wasn't
this thing,
this merger?
this thing that Kenjaku wants to.
Wasn't that the whole point of
create-
him taking over for Tengen and all that too?
Yeah, because he
Mhm.
can utilize the barrier because it connects to everybody.
yeah.
So he can make that weird curse or whatever the
Whatever
fuck it
serpent
is.
thing.
Yeah.
A dragon.
But yo,
Meow.
but what they were saying,
Okay.
what they were saying was that Kenjaku's goal is that he wants cursed spirits and things to kill regular humans. Like,
Oh, yo, the fucking curse spirit he dropped.
yeah.
The one that was walking up the stairs. And then you see the one panel of it just smiling.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was crazy, bro.
That was sick.
Insane.
Yeah.
That was insane.
That was sick.
And he said something about like, yo, my cursed spirits, like the night is their domain. Not in like
No,
domain,
it was
Domain,
but like
like-
as in like
no, because
you know, like their time to play.
it was like because he was saying because they were saying like, yo, you sent these military dudes in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah, there's a reason for that. 'Cause
Yeah.
Mhm.
he has his cursed spirits there because he just wants people to die.
And I never
Yeah.
actually took that in that cursed spirits would be stronger at night.
At night.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Depends
depends
like
on
your depends on the cursed spirit, like
Yeah.
fear based or whatever,
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
But that one was fucking sick.
That
It
was
looked crazy.
sick.
Yeah,
That was
it was like
sick.
coming up the stairs.
Yeah, coming up the stairs
Like
and there's
one
just one
foot.
panel
Yeah.
and it's just like of his face and it's just
Yeah.
creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Like, you know that guy's about to get fucking.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
For sure.
Like-
The way that curse spirit was smiling, oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think you guys are gonna eventually fight that one in particular?
No.
Maybe, I don't know. It was kind of oddly placed, but it could have just also just been GG flexing his
Yeah.
his
That's what
uh,
I think it was.
his creative
That's what I think it
sorry,
was.
slash artistic.
Also, he had that Krypton reference.
Oh yeah, Krypton.
He did. He like
did have
western.
a
He
Krypton reference.
westernized the
He did.
military as much as he could.
Yeah.
He did.
That's cool.
He did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Proper reference.
Mhm.
for
Mhm.
sure, for sure.
That's it. Like, yeah.
It would have been crazy if they mentioned Henry Cavill, but like
Oh,
he's been
100%.
fired.
100% would have been sick. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that was basically the chapter.
Where do you guys think is gonna go next chapter?
Hopefully
I
it
think they're
stays
sticking
with
Yuji
Yeah.
guys.
you guys.
Yeah.
It makes sense because we got so much Kenjaku stuff.
And that stuff is
recently.
like resolved now, pretty much.
Yeah,
like, all
it's a
that.
way to catch up
Yeah.
the story to where like Yuki guys are like
Mhm.
dead.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit,
for sure.
whatever.
Cause like that's like the final step for Kenjaku and his culling game
yeah,
stuff,
so now
right?
we
Yeah.
gotta go back and
So
like,
it's
catch
like
everything else
yeah,
after that.
yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, I'm just happy we had to see.
Yeah.
bring
What are the
and
chances that
Yuji back
Megumi's
and
sister
fighting and shit.
Megumi's sister gets captured by one of the military
I
people?
can see it. I 100% see it.
Yeah.
That's if your theory's incorrect.
Well, yeah. But
Yeah.
at that point, I honestly didn't consider that the military was involved. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see them trying to take her, but like, kind of like it's like one of those.
if
things.
she's a game master, oh no, hell no.
It's like
Yeah.
one of those things where like she might have like a protective domain, or like a protective technique where they can't necessarily shoot her or kill her,
Mm-hmm.
so they'll have to take her as is.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as they don't harbor any thoughts of violence or anything towards her,
Yeah.
Mhm.
they'll be able to actually like take her.
Mm-hmm.
Something
Mhm.
like that. Like that's what I was thinking at least.
Like a passive CT that only activates towards hostility.
Yeah, like something like
Mm.
that.
I don't think we've seen that, right?
No, I mean we've seen like recurring like with Hajime's thing.
Yeah,
with
but
like
he's
the
a special
recurring
case.
thing. So and like I guess with Gojo's like infinite thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's like just him keeping his curse technique active
Yeah.
24/7,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then he
but, like, something
practiced to like
that degree.
automate it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Because then it like, I guess it would it could maybe force, the plot of the story to go to like a different continent or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
push
yeah.
it in a different way.
It could. It could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I mean like, he did branch out into making this more worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But like, is he gonna bring it back and just keep it contained in Japan?
Hopefully, I mean, we'll see.
I feel like because of Tengen's barrier, like like he literally just has to stay in Japan type of thing.
Yeah.
But
Like
I
for the
don't know.
final arc,
yeah, I mean, I feel like it'd still just end in Japan
In
type
Japan,
of
yeah.
thing,
it's just cool to kind of tie in the world like
just to
as
like
much as
give
he
us
could.
yeah.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
That's cool too.
Yeah. I think that's all that we had this week. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're done, right? We ain't got nothing
I think
else.
that's it.
Uh,
we have our movie review dropping before this, I think, or after.
well, we'll see.
It'll
see.
be yeah.
We'll see.
If
when
it's
it
already
drops.
up, I'll put it in the description.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's all we got. Go down there, comment, let us know what you guys think about the manga chapters. If you guys have any theories or anything that we're saying and you guys agree with those.
I know we had a long discussion on One Piece.
Oh, for
so
sure. Well, we're cutting half of it.
Should be a ride
kidding.
for a lot of you One
I'm
Piece.
kidding,
for
relax.
a lot of you One Piece fans. but-
Actually, I'm cutting all of Jachik's like points, but
Okay,
we'll keep ours.
word.
Cutting all of Jojik's Zoro horniness.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell notifications, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace.